Hello and welcome to our reaction stream to Danganronpa Despair Time. This time we'll be finishing chapter 2.
Yeah, we're finishing chapter 2 today. We don't know if there's gonna be memes, because Barn told me he's busy. He said he might pop out too, but we don't know. And if there's no memes today, that's fine. We're just gonna do the thing.
Indeed, I mean, the videos are a bit longer than usual too, so
Yeah, there's that.
we'll be busy.
Hi, Cat, welcome.
Hi.
Hello, Sam. Yeah, these 3 episodes are some of my favorite too. I agree there. This is good stuff. My throat is a little crusty, but I'm trying. I want to finish this today anyway, because then I can just rest.
Oh yeah.
I really didn't want to put this off.
Alrighty. Today everyone is so punctual again.
Yeah. We'll give them like 2 more minutes though.
Mm-hmm.
Just like till 10:03. Since some people have already filtered in. Hellos, everybody.
So many hellos.
Yeah. I'm really excited though, because I want to get through these episodes and then spam you with everything that I have seen.
Looking forward to it. I will be able to be free and I don't need to mute everything anymore, which will be nice. Though I guess some people need to stay muted until I finish Witch's Heart.
Yeah, you'll have to keep people muted until Witch's Heart is done. I will say I've been pretty careful not to share any spoiler stuff for Witch's Heart, other than my private account. You might want to keep that one muted, because I keep talking to Bio on that one, because Bio keeps asking about certain events, like missable events, and how she wasn't able. She was one of the reasons I figured out that a fantasy space is closed to you if you don't port over a serious conclusion save to Willardo's conclusion. So
Yay!
But for my main account, I'm trying not to post anything, because I know that several of my friends haven't been able to play it. 3 of my friends have not been able to play it because we're trying to stream it together, but our schedules are a bit busy at the moment, so they're gonna be probably the ones that go the longest without finishing, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I think
because we're still trying to finish bonus stage, serious conclusion, and then Will's conclusion, so they have to wait a while, unfortunately.
Yeah, I saw.
That's another reason I'm avoiding posting things.
I saw Esther being very frustrated and vibrating in anticipation on Twitter.
I know, Esther really wants to play so bad, and so do I, but like, Mugman's really fucking busy at the moment, and like, Rose and I are ready. We're ready to go. Mugman's just really busy at the moment. It's stuff that they can't control, so we'll get to it at some point. It's on priority right now. We're not picking Noelle back up until we finish the Witch's Heart games.
Yee. Well,
we can start now, because it's 10:03.
Alright. Then we shall see what happens. We'll probably get a lot of Nico blaming.
Excited. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
Mostly because I want to see if you got the culprit right. I want to see if you guessed the right culprit. Explain yourself, Nico.
Uh-huh.
It seems that...
The way that I'm proposing Ari was killed, it's exactly how you tried to kill Ace, right? Through drop hanging?
Yep, it's so similar.
Huh?
Oh, what's this about Nico's murder?
I'm personally completely used to playing Witch's Heart in tiny window mode. I've always played them that way.
Here's the thing, as someone who's been around the Witch's Heart scene since before translation, yeah, the full screen never works. Just never play in full screen. You'll have to deal with the tiny screen. I'm sorry. IZ has never figured out how to make the full screen work properly, so I just never use it.
I mean, maybe try it with easy RPG, but that might fix some things, but I don't know if it's like a cure to anything.
Yeah, probably not.
Alrighty. Right. Nico certainly did attempt to murder someone. Yep. Sure did. You want to talk about that now? Figures. I mean, I'll be the victim in this trial if I kick the bucket then. Does it even occur to you to ask the would-be victim rather than the killer? I'm right fucking here, dipshit.
He's so annoying. Okay then, tell me, how did Nico try to kill you?
I mean, Ace, do you... Really?
He answered your question before you asked it. You gotta learn to wait with him. He tends to just fucking lay it out.
Oh my god. I was about to say, hey Ace, you might not want to put so much attention on that, considering that I consider you to be the most likely culprit.
There's that too.
Because...
You think he's smart enough to, like, derail that? Not really.
Well, I mean, it being Nico would be boring, so...
Yes, this is true.
I don't know. I was unconscious. Also, I almost died. So, leave me alone.
Idiots.
Maybe that's why she didn't ask you.
Oh gosh.
I love Jay in this trial. She's so great.
Yeah, she's funny. Nico's attempted murder. That happened a few days ago, so it's hard to remember what happened or what the relevant evidence is. I put a stop on the video when it happened, so I know a little.
Well, that's mostly because you didn't investigate it all back then. I'll sum it up for you. At the scene of the crime, there was wire, a broken fan, a broom, step stool, and Ace's body.
Wait a minute. This topic of conversation is...
Let's switch gears for a bit and talk about Nico's attempted murder of Ace, as it's related to this case.
That doesn't sound right.
Oh, I swear to God.
Nico attacking Ace has something to do with this case? That's nonsense! Nico has an alibi with me, I'll remind you!
I'm not saying Nico performed the murder. I'm saying that Ray's killer and Nico may have used a similar murder method.
Yes.
That's why I need to interrogate Nico.
I know that you're the kind of person to prioritize evidence over people's feelings, but this is too much! Can't you see that you're bringing up painful memories?
Maybe don't baby
We
Nico.
shouldn't be discussing this at all! It's simply not relevant!
I'm with you on that, Rina.
Nico has nothing to do with this case! You're trying to paint them as the villain just because they lost their temper at Ace once!
That's a bit
That has absolutely
lenient.
nothing in common with
Just wait.
There's quite a few similarities between Nico's attempted murder and this one. For instance, both used a much longer rope than was needed to simply strangle the victim. Don't you think that's noteworthy?
That means little! If Ray died of a stab wound, it would be wrong for me to say you did it. Isn't this the same? Besides, you proposed that Ray's killer must have used the carousel to wind the rope. But there's no such thing in the gym.
Yeah, of course, the fan.
Fan.
Those words.
The fan.
The fan.
That's what the broom was for, to wind the fan. God, anyway. Nico could have hung the noose off the ceiling fan. If anything, the fact that the fan broke off suggests that force of hanging Ace broke it, which might have been why Ace survived. Yeah, Ace a heavy bitch. It's okay. He's literally all muscle. Oh, isn't that wire Who's custom weapon? Indeed. I wonder, Who? What lie did Nico tell you in order to get you to give it up?
What?
Don't be naive.
Nico stole turpentine from Rose under the guise of learning how to paint. They went out of their way to use your wire, even when rope is readily available in the storage room. Most likely they intended to frame you for the crime.
Oh.
Even if you keep saying that Nico is completely innocent, that claim doesn't quite hold up when you consider that they lied to and stole from multiple people to commit murder.
Yep.
And with clear intent to take advantage of your trust, no less. On top of that, if Nico was trying to pin the crime on who, then they weren't just trying to kill Ace. They fully intended to get away with their murder.
Indeed.
Because Nico is an adult that can be held accountable for their actions.
Yep.
And in this killing game, everyone knows such an action will eventually lead to everyone's execution. Yeah, a lot of people fell for it. It's crazy. So a lot of people babied Nico for a long time in the fandom until this episode came out. And then they were just like, we don't have an argument anymore. It's really funny. This is actually the reason why I don't publicize my theories and fandom in episodic media like this. I wait because I don't want to deal with the weird arguments about it. Anyway. Yeah, even if they were a teen, they would still be held accountable. They would still be old enough. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Nico didn't just try to kill Ace on an impulse. They planned to sacrifice everyone. You especially. Keeping all that in mind, you're being quite selfish. You know that, right? Right, who? Yeah, I remember, Kat.
That's...
It's my fault.
Did they even want to learn to paint? Or to be my friend at all? Or were they only using me as a tool for murder? Yeah, ouch. Ouch.
How cruel.
That's cruel. Nico, why? Aren't we all friends? If something was bothering you, you could have talked it out with someone else you trusted. Well. Someone I trust? What are you talking about? I don't trust anyone here.
They're so unwell.
Stop! Just stop it! You're all too cruel. None of you understand how much stress Nico was under.
Bro. Who?
I mean, I understand.
My dude.
I understand why you're so sympathetic towards Nico, but there needs to be an end somewhere.
Yeah.
And yet you continue to insist on bringing this up. Can't you see that you're traumatizing them?
Girl, chill.
They don't seem traumatized. Not currently, at least.
No, they seem completely fine.
Yeah. Who in timeout?
I told you, I have to give you at least one unhinged character each cast. At least one, or a handful even, because, they're fun.
Ooh. Don't worry, Nico, I'm on your side. I'll always defend you. I can be reliable for you. You trust me, right? Aye. Yeah, there's not much.
Nico's just like, bro.
I never asked you to defend me.
You piss me off!
You two are a real fucking joke. It would have been one thing if Nico gets away scot-free with trying to kill me. But now they apparently also got a fucking defense brigade to shield them from even having to think about the fact that they're a murderer.
This is the only time Ace makes a good fucking point, and I'm tired.
Yeah, Ace is completely right here. Who's gonna stick up for me, huh? No one. Because I have a spine and I don't need other people to lie to me constantly to keep me happy.
You don't have a spine, don't lie.
No, exaggeration of a spine.
Yeah.
You're the cause of all of this, Ace!
Fuck you!
I'm the cause? Are you a billionaire? Because that's rich.
This line's funny too.
Yeah. Get your damn head off your ass, who? Murder's murder, even if no one actually died.
Yeah, they're still an attempted murderer.
You are defending a murderer. End of.
Rather than this ridiculous argument happening, why can't either Ace or Nico simply tell us what happens?
Thank you, Arturo.
Thank you, Barn, you're right. It's not like explaining yourself will make us vote for you, since RA wasn't involved.
Indeed, indeed.
Asshole!
You have a lot of gall to slap my ass for not being helpful when you're the one who made us all run around in circles trying to figure out what Aiden's note meant. Slap my ass.
Slam my ass. Like, why do you speak like this, Ace? We know you're gay, okay? We know. You don't have to put it in your linguistics.
Don't throw two birds in a stone in a glass house, asshole. Interesting fusion.
Sure.
That's not how the saying... You know what? Never mind.
And I told you I was unconscious. They put some sort of cloth over my mouth and then I woke up covered in blood. That must have been the turpentine. My turpentine. Yes, I doubt Nico would be able to kill me if I was still conscious. I could totally crush anyone who threatened me otherwise. Even Levi?
You are tiny. Muscle tiny, but you're tiny. People could still throw you, Ace.
That's enough!
No, it's okay.
It is clearly not okay. How can you let Ace talk to you like that?
Enough. Who?
Thank you, Charles.
You are
Thank you,
letting your
Charles.
sentimentality ruin yourself. The more you continue this nonsensical defense of Nico, the worse you are making it for them. Nico's alibi is dependent on you alone. If you start acting illogically, then we have no choice but to conclude that you no longer can be relied on to confirm their alibi. In which case, we will have to go back to suspecting Nico as RA's murderer.
Adam, you're at the wrong fucking playthrough if you're looking for a playthrough without Ace slander. Get over yourself. I'm just gonna be so fucking real. I'm not gonna filter myself for anyone's comfort. I've said this in the comments of the last stream. You guys need to get over it if we slander a character we don't like. We're not gonna shit on anyone who likes the character, but we're allowed to have our own opinions.
Yep.
This is the same thing for ships. We're not gonna shit on anyone for having a ship that we don't like, but we also ask everyone to be fucking civil about it. Chill out. I'm not doing this today. Nico, your failed murder attempt is the key to solving RA's murder. Please cooperate with me and tell me exactly what you did that night.
I was going to. It's just hard to talk about it. I'm sorry. I guess if you say what you think happened, then I can at least tell you if you're on the right track. That's fair, I guess.
You stole turpentine from Rose and then used it to knock Ace unconscious.
That's right.
See, I agree with Ha. His writing's good, but I cannot fucking stand him as a character.
You tied
Just
a wire
fine.
to Ace's neck, strung it over one of the ceiling grates, and then taped it to the ceiling fan using a step stool. And then... How would that have worked?
I used the broom. And, like a spool.
Ah, I think I understand.
I love Teruko's deep voice.
I do too.
In order to lift Ace into the air, you turned on the fan and held up the handle end of the broom so that the fan would wrap the wire around the broom. When Ace was high enough, you yanked the broom out, releasing all the wire and causing Ace to fall. At least that was the plan. But seeing that the fan broke off, clearly it didn't work exactly like that.
Actually, Ace had woken up and was struggling, and that's why the fan broke off. I didn't really know what to do. But I think he hit his head again when he fell, because he was unconscious again. And then you know.
You didn't want to give up on your murder attempt just yet. So you tried to garrote him with the wire, right?
I see. I was wondering how that bleeding
Yeah.
happened exactly.
At that point, Eden and I showed up, and you had to give up completely on killing Ace. In the end, there were many pitfalls with that method of murder, and it failed to kill Ace. All you managed to do was to break the fan, make a mess of the gym, and give Ace some mild injuries.
Melt my fucking ass. I'm going to have the scar for the rest of my life. Well,
Asshole!
that's how you tried to kill me? It really pisses me off that you can calmly explain how you tried to murder me, and you aren't even going to face any consequences for it.
Shrug emoji. I mean, what do you want them to do? This trial's not about them.
Skill issue, no.
Skill issue, I fear. Understandable, huh? Christ alive.
No. I wanna vote you as the Black Hand right now, for no other reason other than that you deserve it. My.
Shrug emoji. What an interesting murder plan. Given the amount of planning it must have involved, Nico surely was planning to kill Ace for quite some time. Now that we've all thoroughly picked apart your blackened crime, do you have anything to say, Nico?
Say something, you absolute scum of the earth. It's your fault I have to go through all this. I'm the goddamn victim here.
You piss me off!
So say something before I drag your corpse through the mud myself. Yee. You're alright. I tried to kill Ace and pin the murder on who? What else should I say? I think he wants some kind of apology, kissing ass and stuff.
He's not going to get one, though. No one ever apologizes to Ace.
It's a little pitiful.
It's kind of great. I appreciate it. Like, yes, Dev, I appreciate that you keep bullying the shit out of Ace Markey. It entertains me. Thank you.
What else should I say? You tried to murder me. I need drink.
Think. Rat King, Nico, sorry. So fucking true.
That would also be funny.
Would be so fucking hilarious, but Nico's not as vindictive as fucking David, so it's not happening. If David were the one who did it, he would absolutely fucking do that. I'm gonna be so real.
You tried to murder me. You fucking tried to murder me. And after all that's said and done, you can't even say something as simple as sorry?
But they're not apologetic about it.
Yeah, they're like, I should have done away with it. Man.
Yeah, they're like, nah.
I tried to kill you because I don't like you. Even though there's still no use to try and pretend that I like you. If I say sorry, you're still going to hate me. So what else should I say? Not wrong.
Yeah.
Do you even regret what you did to him? Do you regret what you were planning to do to everyone else?
Probably not.
Rose is having a time. Of course I regret doing it. I'm not Levi. Of course I feel bad about something like that. I'm not heartless.
Heartless?
But...
That was the worst choice that I've made in my life. I wish I had never done that. But looking back, I still understand why I did it. I just can't stand being treated like that. My teachers, my classmates, my father. I don't ever want to relive what they did to me. It's because of those kinds of people that I can't be happy with who I am. That's why I hate Ace.
Valid.
Even so, I'm not a child. I know that murder's wrong. I'm not the victim here. I know that it was dumb to resort to murder. I don't even know what I thought I would have accomplished back then. I mean, I started regretting it as soon as Eden and Teruko saw me. Yee. Everyone can be pushed to murder. But that doesn't make it right. I don't expect you to forgive me. Very few people ever do. So I don't see the point in acting sorry.
It's honestly a fair enough point.
That's the entire truth of my murder attempt. I don't have anything else to say. Nico, I don't know how to feel anymore.
Ah, I see. Now that we've finally cleared up all the details regarding Nico's murder, I think I understand how to solve this trial.
Alright.
Yeah, I love Dev's writing too, it's very good. The method Nico used to murder, not their motive, is what's useful.
Yep.
More specifically, Nico's choice to try and drop hang Ace off the gym ceiling fan is especially important.
What does that have to do with this case?
What does it have to do with this case? Everything. This case has an incredible similarity to Nico's murder.
Indeed. But still, couldn't that be coincidence?
You're wrong.
Coincidence? Hardly. Ari's murder didn't just happen to get the same idea as Nico for a murder method.
Yep, it's kinda specific.
But rather, they specifically intended for this murder case to be similar to Nico's murder.
I only wonder why Ari of all people.
And there's one piece of evidence that proves this connection beyond a shadow of a doubt.
This case is similar to Nico's murder? How?
Funky
Both
music.
of them involve drop hanging?
And hanging ropes off the ceiling.
That doesn't prove that Ari's murderer actively based their murder off of Nico's. You're simply pointing out perceived similarities between the murders. but there is no actual evidence that directly connects them.
No, that's wrong.
Bum, 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 bum.
I see.
I'm not just speculating. One of the tools of the murder was taken directly from the crime scene of Nico's murder and used to kill R.A.
Ah, yeah.
Tape. That's why I pointed out that the tape disappeared when Ace stood up. This is why, because people didn't pay attention. That is this tape.
That's...
I finally figured out what this tape is after making the connection between this case and Nico's attempted murder. Why, I've never seen this tape anywhere else, and why it has such a uniquely rough texture.
The truth is,
It's special textured tape used to wrap the pull-up bars in the gym to make them easier to grip.
That's right. That's what it is. I used it in the gym since it was there, but there's only one roll of it. I don't really know what happened to it afterwards.
This tape was used by Nico to tape the rope to the fan. It was wrapped around the spinner to give it more friction. And it must have been used to bind R.A.'s wrists as well, seeing as it ended up in the trash again. That time Rose and I went to the gym together, the day after Nico's attempted murder.
I mean...
I really did. It's because the bar is all slippery today that I can't. Indeed.
That sounds like an excuse.
No, really. Today I can't find the grippy tape that you're supposed to put on the bar. That's why I can't do it. Nice way of foreshadowing.
Yep. Definitely an excuse.
I swear it was here yesterday. I absolutely guarantee it was here yesterday.
stop complaining.
100% an excuse. I should have believed Rose when she was trying to do pull-ups and failing. The reason she had such trouble, really, was because the tape had gone missing since last night.
Yeah, feeling a little bit of regret over not believing someone.
It must have been since Nico used the tape last night that it wasn't there the next day.
But didn't Mono TV clean up the gym? There would have been no need for the gym thing.
Very well. Mono TV, can you comment? There was a single roll of tape in the gym that had gone missing since Nico's murder attempt. Did you do anything about it?
I mean, there wouldn't have been a need to get rid of it, yeah. It was in a gym in the first place.
I cleaned up after Nico's murder because that's my job. To the best of my ability, I attempted to restore the gym to its original condition. That's such a non-answer, but okay.
What a shame.
But ever since I ordered 100 tons of concrete blocks from Amazon, I have been blacklisted from all online order companies. So things that are broken or lost may take a longer time to replace. Oh my god, my stutter was real bad there.
Blacklisted.
Yep. For instance, I haven't yet replaced the broken gym fan. Or the gym's pull-up tape. Since you were familiar with the distinctive kind of tape, why didn't you recognize it earlier, Rose?
She didn't really look that close at the crime scene, yeah?
She did not.
Only the trash.
Only the trash, but I don't think she's seen the tape discarded before, so she probably was just like shrugs.
Yeah, I mean, could have been from anywhere, from anything. Mustn't have been connected to the murder.
Yeah, she didn't. She didn't look at the crime scene at all, so she didn't even see the tape lines on Ari's wrists.
Or it being wound around the spinny
On
thing.
the carousel, yeah. It wasn't on there. Or like she couldn't see it on there because she didn't look.
It makes sense. I don't know. These days, I've been out of it, I think. You have been having a time.
You've been real spaced out lately, even more than usual. And that's saying a lot. You feeling okay?
Wow.
You've been
Hi,
quiet.
David. Let me see if I'm understanding this story correctly. You failed to recognize an extremely important piece of evidence that saved us from slugging through a whole long-ass trial. Fuck, I knocked my mouse. All because you feel out of it? To move my mouse so that doesn't fucking happen again. That's a gross oversight, perhaps worse than Terraco's fish misunderstanding.
What a bother.
I'm sorry, I love David. He's really fucking funny. That's awfully rich coming from the person who intentionally misled this trial.
Indeed, indeed.
Thank you, Arturo. Duke it out with him. It's so fucking funny, please. And that's awfully rich coming from the person who is the very reason that the killer was able to kill Ari. If you hadn't freaked out about your non-existent sister, Ari wouldn't have gotten herself killed.
Jeez.
He's such an asshole. I love him.
Pathetic.
Alright. 1-0 for David.
Okay. Does your ad hominem argument invalidate my point? Rosa's inattentiveness is no longer some funny quirk. It's a liability. Just because I'm uninterested in passing this trial doesn't mean that I can't point out an oversight when I see you.
Has it really gotten this bad? I think my brain is falling apart. I can't even recall what day it was when that happened.
You can't remember? I was under the impression that your memory was the best out of everyone here.
And probably the worst because of that also.
It's true that I remember everything I see. But that means that most of my memories are meaningless junk. The kind of thing a normal person would forget without a second thought. But I can't forget. My brain won't work the way I want it to. I can't draw associations so easily. Everything reminds me of something meaningless, and I get distracted. And the worst thing is that I remember it all in perfect detail. Xander's body, Min's execution. I can't even look at Terraco without seeing blood. I know I'm supposed to remember everything. I know I'm supposed to be smart. I know I'm supposed to be helpful. Yet I'm not. I'm sorry for being useless. Maybe if I tried harder, if I just got over myself.
Rose.
Don't blame yourself anymore. You are helpful. It's because of you that I can solve this murder.
Nice of you, Terraco.
Besides, I'm as much to blame as you, maybe more even. If only I'd listened to you when you said the tape was missing, then maybe I would have realized the truth of this case much earlier.
Oh, Terraco, try as you might, you are still soft inside.
Yeah, she is. Once again, I've made a stupid mistake. I simply wanted to believe that I could make it through this killing game without relying on anyone else. That I could be dismissive of everyone around me without consequences.
Whoop.
I like the two of them better as friends, but y'all are valid. So I refused to listen to anyone other than myself. I thought that if I did that, then I could avoid a repeat of the last trial, where I had made the mistake of trusting people too much.
From one extreme to another. No, not really extreme.
Teriko's gone through some shit, so I don't blame her for thinking like this. Now I'm making different mistakes instead, again and again. I keep messing up this class trial with hasty assumptions or overlooked evidence.
You are not a one-man show, Teriko. Everyone is also responsible.
So...
A smile.
Because you identified that tape for me, I realized that it's an important piece of evidence that tells me exactly who the murderer could be.
Really?
If Mono TV was telling the truth that no one was able to access the gym between the time that Ace ran out and when Rose and I went in again, that means that there are only 2 people who could have killed Are.
This choice right here tore the fandom in half for a week, and it was great. And I was right when I saw it on. I was like, "Yeah, it's you, bitch."
Isn't it?
Because for the life of me, it's not fucking Eden. There's no way.
That would have been spicy in another way, but yeah, no.
It's not fucking Eden, anyway.
What?
Suddenly narrowing down our suspect pool to only 2 suspects is quite a drastic move. What's your reasoning, Teriko? Dev did put the gays against each other. It was crazy.
The truth is...
That tape was used in Nico's murder, and it was missing afterwards when Rose and I went to the gym again, which was the first time Mono TV allowed anyone to enter following that murder. In other words, someone must have taken it directly from the crime scene in order to use it for the murder.
Indeed, and there were not many people on the scene.
Because this tape was used in this case, and because it could have only been taken from the crime scene Nico left, that means that Are's murderer must have been present at the scene of Nico's murder.
Yep. That doesn't...
The only people who were there before Mono TV closed the gym were me, Nico, Ace, and Eden.
Yup, 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 yup.
It isn't Nico, because they have an alibi for the time of murder.
So what?
And why exactly can't it be you, you hypocrite?
Because out of all the suspects, I'm the least suspicious. I love adding sarcasm to her voice because, honestly, unlike you, I have been actively contributing to the trial the entire time. It would be illogical for me to have done so if I was the killer.
Still, you're...
If I were the Blackens, it would have been incredibly easy to go along with David's claim that he murdered R.A.
That's true.
Agreeing with David wouldn't even have put suspicion on me, seeing as most others were genuinely convinced by him. She actively fought it until people changed their minds, which puts her completely in the clear. How stupid would I be not to take such an easy way out?
True, true.
So, what if you're only pretending to be helpful? That's quite a complicated plan. First, pretend to be reliable by disproving David. Then, point out that I am indeed a suspect, but hope that you all would think that if I really am the killer... then it would be illogical of me to have disproved David being the killer, even though that would have given me an easy way to win the class trial.
Listen to me.
Such a scheme requires everyone to think carefully about the kinds of actions a would-be killer would reasonably perform, and to draw conclusions based on the principle that people act logically. Which is not always the case. But to be frank, most of you are incapable of doing that. I fucking love her, I'm sorry. Need I remind you that you all were quite convinced that I was Xander's killer for a good portion of the previous trial?
True that, true that.
Of course.
You all are easily emotionally swayed, rational, and you need to be led by the hand in order to reach a proper conclusion. I love her with everything I am. Goodbye, she's great. A manipulative scheme requiring so much subtlety would be wasted on you all. You know, I understand why David wants this one, okay? Like, come on. She's probably the only one that could take his shit and dish it back out twice as bad. If I'm so honest. Christ alive. Basically, if you don't understand my reasoning, I'm not the killer because I think you all are too stupid. Queen shit. We love an unlabeled queen. God fucking bless. So she did voice this line.
Yeah.
That leaves Ace and Eden as Ari's possible killers.
You're out of your goddamn mind. Why would I kill Ari? Because I thought Nico was so cool and wanted to imitate them by doing a murder of my own?
You want to win as the Blackened so that they die.
I mean, I am wondering why Ari in particular, but maybe it was just a good opportunity.
I think Ace intended to target someone else and then copped out and targeted Ari instead, but we'll get there.
Fuck off! As if I would ever do that.
No way!
I'm not the killer either.
You and Ace are the only two people who could have taken the tape that was used in Ari's murder.
But I wouldn't have.
Don't say that.
Hang on. Eden isn't the killer. Don't accuse her.
Who? Don't talk, because you'll kill anyone's credibility.
In timeout with who? In timeout.
Who needs to not speak?
Not this again. You can't keep blindly defending the people you hope to be innocent if you don't have evidence who...
Thank you, Charles.
Thank you for being the director of this trial. I do have evidence. Why are you writing me off? All because I... Calm down. Rule number 10. The body discovery announcement will play when 3 or more people who did not witness the murder discover the body. This rule specifically mentions that the body must be seen by 3 people who did not witness the murder. In other words, 3 innocent people. If I remember correctly, the body discovery announcement was set off by Terako Wit in Eden. Thank you for doing actual argumentation this time. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did discover the body.
Well then, I suppose you have a point. Because Eden was one of the 3 who triggered the announcement, she must not have witnessed the murder.
It is a little bit shaky though.
I see.
That's correct. I suppose that would make Eden innocent. In that case, our only remaining suspects would be...
Wait, so I'm the murderer now? You're moving way too fucking fast.
Hang on. It pains me to have to come to Ace's defense of all people, but no matter.
Alrighty.
Terako, Eden, Wit, did you all discover Ace's body at the same time?
Ace's body.
What are you getting at? Answer the damn question. Did you or did you not happen to come upon the corpse simultaneously? Describe in detail what happened when you three set off the body discovery announcements.
I do agree that it is a little bit shaky, using the body discovery announcement.
Let's see. When everyone started to looking for Ari, Terako grabbed me and Eden and took us to the second floor. Terako specifically said she wanted to form a party of 3 in order to trigger the body discovery announcement. We searched through every room together. When we went into the playground last, we all saw Ari's body simultaneously. Immediately afterwards, that announcement played. So yeah, we did all see the body at the same time. Why? Oh my.
Gee.
Oh my, that's an issue.
Don't give me Ash flashbacks.
No, if you compare him to Ash, I'm leaving. He's not fucking Ash Bradley. I will die on this hill. No.
He did say, oh my, my.
I know, because he's that archetype, but he's not fucking Ash Bradley. I will lose it, please. He's more of a sassier Will, if I'm gonna be so fucking honest with you, because he doesn't care about anything, but he likes to fight.
I see. I do agree with that.
Yeah.
He speaks more like Ash, though.
No. Rina, we're cutting off this conversation before I get so mad, please.
Why is that an issue?
Because I'm actually the first person to see the body.
Which doesn't shock me.
Oh. Huh? What does that mean?
Exactly what I said. I saw Ari's body first. We've confirmed that I'm not the culprit. So, since I was the first person to see the body, then only 2 more innocent people would have had to see it to set off the body discovery announcement.
I'm gonna twang his fucking suspenders. Go for it, Terako. I need you to do that for me.
Everyone's making the assumption that the 3 people who triggered the announcement were Terako, Wit, and Eden.
the little demon horn.
I know, it's great.
There's also the possibility that it was me, Terako, and Wit. Because those 3 all saw the body at the same time, they cannot determine that each person individually isn't the culprit. Only that their group holds at least 1 innocent person. In other words, this does not prove Eden's innocence.
And of course you didn't share with the class that you found the body first.
Of course not. People were doubting his credibility for over half the fucking trial, so he had to filibuster his way out to people doubting his lies in order for him to get credible again. So of course he wouldn't share that information when people thought he was lying the whole time.
No, I mean, this was before his credibility got torn into shreds, so... And he chose not to say anything.
They weren't even talking about her body or any of that before now. They hadn't moved to that part of the discussion. He lost his credibility before they could even reach that part of the discussion.
I must say, it is really weird to just find a body and then not say anything about it.
He wasn't credible at that point where he could have shared it.
They found the body before his reputation got torn to shreds.
I know, but they didn't talk about it in the trial until now.
It's still weird.
They only talked about the alibis up until an episode or 2 ago.
Yeah.
Which was he lost his credibility while they were talking about the alibis. So
it's still
drugs. And also there's more to this plot that you haven't seen yet, so even talking about this is redundant because we're going to cover more shit that like fucks this point over anyway.
Alrighty, just saying that if I found a body, I would yell.
Yeah.
What?
David, I'm really sorry, but do you really expect everyone to believe such an obvious lie?
Eh?
He's lying? Really?
Why are you even considering it at all? His story doesn't make any sense. Ari died really recently, and David has an alibi from before her time of death until the motive reveal.
That was the point in the conversation I was waiting to get covered.
Doesn't prove anything.
So the only time David could have seen the body before Teruko, Wit, and Eden did is in a really short time span where we were all looking for Ari. So you mean it's a lie anyway?
It could be. The thing is, he would have to know that she was on the second floor. Which technically he could have, because he spoke to her the night before. He could have thought to check the second floor first, since that was the last place he saw her when they talked the night before.
Yeah.
So I don't completely rule it out that he could have seen it during the time they were all searching, because he could have gone to the second floor first because of their conversation the night before. That is the only reason I think it could hold any water. However, it's so unlikely because he has an alibi before the murder even happens that, like, it would be such a narrow fucking window for him to see it in the first place. So it's a huge debate in the audience anyway, but it ends up kind of not mattering anyway later. And you'll see what I mean. I'm not going to keep talking about it.
Slapping David's cheeks.
I love him, but yeah, he's a little shit stirrer.
Did I already say this line? I don't think so. For David's story.
I think you started reading it and I interrupted you. I don't remember.
For David's story to make sense, he would have gone to the second floor immediately after the motive reveal, seen Ari's body, and then have done nothing about it. See, Nico has says the same thing I did. And the whole time he just conveniently avoided Teruko, Wit, and Eden on the same floor.
Yep, that's the other hole.
It doesn't bring David any benefit to do something like that, and it's just a bother instead.
There's no way David would have done something that weird, so he's lying.
Yep, that's exactly what I did.
Huh?
That's the thing, I could see him doing it. This is the thing, I could see him doing it because he fucking spoke to Ari the night before. He would know exactly. He would know that she's on the second floor. And there are places to hide on the second floor. All he has to fucking do is wait in the dressing room until everyone else figures out that she's found. That's it. And it's literally the next room over. So he'd be able to hide out from everyone else if this does hold water. And he's already mad at everyone, and he already wanted the trial to fail. So, like, to be honest, I don't doubt that he might have seen her first. Anyway, I'm pretty sure he voices this line.
Slapping his cheeks.
Search for RA, I was alone. That means that no one can verify my actions at the time. Oh, on the other hand, no one can verify that I didn't do what Nico just described.
This is also true.
You're so full of shit! That's such an obvious lie! You could have mentioned that you saw the body first way earlier in the trial, but you only mentioned this now because you made it up! I'm starting to detect a trend of you coming up with lies on the spot just to fuck things up. How do you expect anyone to believe you, especially after all the shit you've been pulling this entire trial?
Oh, you misunderstand my intentions. I'm not trying to make you believe me. I'm not trying to make any of you believe me.
Then why the hell are you doing this?
The only person who I need to believe me is Teruko.
Wow.
You are so down bad, it's fucking ridiculous! I'm tired of him, I love him.
Okay, well, believe might be too strong of a word. You're right. My story sounds like a complete fucking lie. Teruko is the biggest skeptic out of all of us. If Jay and Nico don't believe it, then there's no way she would. But what's definitely not a lie is the possibility that someone saw the body before Eden did. Most people don't have an alibi in the morning. Anyone could have somehow seen RA's body before Teruko. As to why that person would withhold that information from the trial, it's anyone's guess. But it should be exceedingly clear by now that everyone's rationales are anything but straightforward, if the secret motives mean anything. It is very possible that Eden setting off the body discovery announcement does not prove her innocence. Thus, we must continue to suspect her as a murderer. You see, all I want is for Teruko to distrust others.
Wow.
That's why I'm doing
all of this is
telling such obvious lies. There is no other proof of Eden's innocence. As long as there's a possibility that the evidence is false, as long as there's even the slightest reason to distrust others, then Teruko cannot trust Eden. Isn't that right, Teruko?
And all of this was voiced! He's so down bad!
Everyone you know has already betrayed you. There's no one in this world who won't hurt you. Even the people you love will turn their backs on you in the end. You know that well enough, don't you?
You really...
So distrust in others, because that's the only way you know how to live.
You're trying to get in our head.
Yeah, and it's working!
Eden, this conversation mostly concerns you, but you've been silent this whole time. What do you have to say for yourself?
That can't be true.
There's no way that I could be the killer.
Think about it.
As we have reason to doubt that triggering the body discovery announcement exonerates you, can you provide any other evidence to prove that you couldn't have killed RA?
Hey.
Whoa, hang on. We don't have to jump to accuse Eden so fast. There has to be some proof of her innocence, right?
Then, tell me, what concrete piece of evidence shows that she cannot be the Blackened?
What about,
Oh, frig!
I can't think of anything, sorry. Looks like you're on your own, Eden.
Banks.
Of course there's no proof of her innocence, because she probably did it, so don't point fingers at me.
That just makes you more suspicious, because you're pointing fingers at the only other person who's being accused. Now that I think about it, Eden is in a good position to be Ari's killer after all. David is pathetic, and I love him for it.
Wait, what? In a good position? What does that mean?
Allow me to elaborate.
Ari was lured out to her death with a note. From that, we decided that the killer must have been someone who overheard the conversation between Arturo, Eden, and Ari.
True, true.
However, we still have several unresolved issues. Who could they be that neither Arturo, Ra, or Eden noticed their presence? And why would they eavesdrop on that conversation at all? A simpler explanation would simply be that the killer is Eden herself. There's no need for Eden to overhear a conversation that she was a part of.
Not a bad argument.
Likewise, the note addressed to RA would not have to be faked either. Eden simply wrote it herself.
No way! But that doesn't make any sense. I mean... I wrote that note after all, then why would I have pieced it back together so that everyone in the tribe could read it?
Because it would be suspicious not to after being asked?
I'm actually not sure about that.
But yeah, I also don't think it's Eden.
But the fact remains that it would still be very convenient for you to be RA's killer.
What, Levi?
Now
Why?
that you mention it.
Given my own involvement in this murder case, it would probably be inappropriate for me to add my own interpretation.
And yet you do.
but I'll say what I'm thinking anyway.
Of course. Insensitive jackass.
From personal experience and from everything else that I've learned thus far, I know that Eden has been very closely involved with RA. That certainly places more suspicion on Eden. After all, Asa has almost nothing to do with RA.
You bitch!
Exactly. Shit, I can't even remember the last time I had a conversation with that blue-haired bitch. No.
But that would actually make her a great murder victim, because then it would cast suspicion off of him.
Yeah, that's
using
also
someone
true.
random.
No one believes in me. Why?
I'm Ari's killer? No way. Eden, please, don't cry.
This whole time I've been trying to hold myself together because Ari died. I wanted so badly for this all to be a dream and for Ari to be alive and by my side. And now, you all think I killed her. Why? I cared about her. Ari she could have been my friend. Why would I kill her?
Eden, please calm down.
Why am I being accused of murdering Ari? I wanted to help her. I just wanted to be friends with her. Why would you say that I killed her? Is it because you think I hated her? That's not true. I didn't hate her.
Eden.
Derico, I didn't kill Ari. Do you believe me?
Listen.
Oh, CG.
I didn't do it. Please, believe me.
Oh yeah, the Terror Eden fans ate this chapter. They ate!
Help me, Derico. I can't stand it. I just wanted to help Ari. I didn't kill her.
You know I can't just take your words at face value, Eden.
Please, Derico. You're my friend, aren't you? Friends help each other. So please help me. I promise I didn't kill her. I'm innocent. Please trust me. Please.
Kind of feels like Eden and David are on like opposite axes of Terraco, pulling them to.
Yeah, that's kind of the point, and I appreciate it.
Eden.
Also, Terraco's not vibing because this is giving her flashbacks of Min.
Eden. Pick up your head. Look at me. At this point in the trial, since I've narrowed Ari's killer down to just 2 suspects, I'm going to pursue each suspect individually under the assumption that they're the killer. That way, I can see if any evidence matches up to them only. In other words, I'm going to choose my primary suspect right now. Even if that preliminary guess is wrong, I can always go back and attack the other suspect. So for now, I'm going to assume you're innocent.
What? Really? Thank you so much,
Jericho. Don't get me wrong. This isn't out of kindness or pity or anything else. This is only because you helped me in the last trial. I'm repaying your favor and nothing else. That's why I'll trust you. Just this once.
Just this once.
Again, she's not vibing.
Thank you, Derico.
Yeah, parallels. Big parallels.
Let go of me.
Jericho's like, stop it! If you get me attached like Min did, I'm not gonna forgive you. David's like, fuck.
David lost the argument.
Yeah, he sure did. Oh then. Ace, you're my primary suspect. Let's chat.
Are you kidding me? and then stare. Okay, then.
Anyway, I need a break because I need more tea.
Yep.
And then so we're gonna take short breaks, chat because I need tea and also to stretch. We'll be back. Yeah. I'm gonna reset Gilded while on break. Anyway, be right back.
Be right back.
I am definitely the first one back. This is fine. Hello, lads. I am back from getting tea and things. Rina will probably be back momentarily. I don't ever answer the how long do you think you'll survive in DR question because I simply would not want to be in that situation. My only advantage, honestly, would be my skepticism and my intellect. I'm not physically strong. Hellos, Rina.
Me.
I have a question in chat. The how long do you think you'll survive in DR?
Difficult question.
It is a difficult question. That's why I never give it an exact answer. Also because I'm not physically capable, I'm mentally capable. So, like, My biggest weakness would probably be my fucking asthma, dude. All you have to do is target that and I'm done for.
I fear my biggest weakness would probably that I would start to really trust few select people I picked out.
Yeah. Man, an Ace fan in the audience that appreciates the Ace bashing? You're in the right fucking place, because that's all I do is bash on this bitch. I'm sorry, I gotta pick on him. Someone has to. Jesus Christ. Everyone babies him, and I'm just so kind of tired of it. I'm like, bro, just fucking kick him around. It's funnier. Nah, I don't think... see, even though I have a pretty good intellect, I don't think I'd go through the effort of killing someone and trying to get away with it, because you have to outsmart 15 other people. 14 other people, sorry. And, I'm not that confident in my ability to predict other people's actions, if I'm gonna be so honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be able to live with myself in the first place for even just killing one person, so that's just kind of completely out of the question.
Yeah, I have too high morals in order to hurt someone else, if I'm honest. I wouldn't be able to, one, I get too anxious fucking lying, because that's, like, the one thing I can't fucking do. I get anxious if I lie. And two, I can barely handle playing Among Us without having a panic attack, my guy, because I can't handle lying to that many people. So no. Either you kill me or maybe I survive by being useful in trials. That's about it. If I'm gonna be so fucking honest right now.
If I think back to the very few times I've played werewolf in person with my friends, then I get weirdly smiley when I'm the werewolf.
Yeah, okay, so that's your tell.
I'm just like, oh no, it couldn't be me. I mean, it's me. Look at me. Look at my eyes.
The only time I have won at Among Us, and I don't remember if I've told this before, the only time I've ever won at Among Us is two of my close friends were playing, and no one else in the call knew me. I took out both of my close friends. Like, I took out one, and then the other one started to suss me, and so I took him out immediately, and then I just let the other two duke it out, because the other rounds before that, I've been like, I'm too anxious to be the imposter, I just want to quit. And so I'd have the game reset each time, but this is the one time I decided to try. The two of them duked it out on each other, and one of them sussed the other one, voted him out, and I won. I just let them do it themselves. It was kind of great, and ever since then I'm like, nah, that's a good enough win for me. I'm never playing this game again. Anyway, you ready to continue? Because
yes,
I fucking am. I'm so ready to get to these last two episodes. Also, just all of my Terravid has happened, so I'm like, yay! I love them. Ace, you're my primary suspects. Let's have a chat.
Are you kidding me?
You bitch!
No, seriously, fuck you. You're seriously going to call me the murderer all because Eden said so. That's so inane. I don't even know where to start.
Even so.
This is the choice that I've made. Whether it was right remains to be seen. But for now, I'll trust in my own judgments. Regardless of whether you like it.
Wait a minute.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not saying that Eden did it, but are you sure that the killer is Ace? We shall find that out, I guess. This whole trial we've been asking who eavesdropped on Arturo, Are, and Eden so well that no one realized that they were being spied on. And you're saying that the answer to that question is a guy who has never heard of the term indoor voice? Ace, the more I think about it, the more I'm sure. I'm sorry, Eden, but you're not in a position to say this now.
That must be it.
It was him. He was the one stalking me.
Huh?
Was he now?
Huh? Could it be that one time?
Who's there? I know you've been following me.
What? No, I'm not. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Oh, it's just you, Terako. What are you doing here? Yay, more foreshadowing. I've always had the feeling that someone was following me around. It must have been you. You heard Ari and I talking. To be honest, I always thought it was weird that Ace of all people managed to eavesdrop on David and Ari's conversation without being discovered.
Think about it.
But if what Eden says is true, then I guess it would be consistent with Ace's apparent ability to sneak around.
Yep.
I see.
I see. Could it be that he was originally planning to kill Eden, but switched targets when he saw that RA had a weakness that he could exploit? This is my thought.
Yeah, you could pin it on Arturo then. Ah, fuck off! That was not me, and you have no way of proving it. We shall see.
Even if you deny that, Ace, for someone who claims to be innocent, you still always seem to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's a very narrow window in which the fish found at the crime scene could have been taken, which is last evening. Any earlier, and Nico would have noticed the fish missing. Any later, and the relaxation room would have been closed. And you yourself confirmed that you were in the area at that time.
Hee hee.
After all, earlier in this trial, you made a big show of revealing that you were listening in on RA and David's conversation last evening. Or, once they left, you were free to take the fish.
So, Nico could have also taken it or lied about not seeing any fish. We're not talking about Nico now, though.
No, but he does want Nico to go down. And isn't that why you took the fish at all? To frame Nico?
No, not true.
Yes, true.
Shut up. I'm not playing this coy game with you.
Wait a minute.
Something's off about that. You're saying that Ace killed RA in a way that specifically resembled Nico's murder, but the only chance Ace had to take the tape was while he was being murdered. That means that Ace figured out Nico's murder method and thought up a way to imitate it right after he was nearly killed. I just don't think that's realistic. He mustn't have everything already figured out.
That's true.
Indeed, he clearly was not in the right state of mind at the time. Besides, he was injured. He had a surface injury! It's not that deep! It was even called a surface injury when it happened, guys! And he's all muscle! He would be fine in order to pull this shit off! Quit babying him!
He did run off really quickly after regaining consciousness.
Again, adrenaline!
Yeah, so, even less reason that he would have figured out a way to murder Ari with the tape then.
I disagree.
That's not necessarily true. Ace didn't need to figure out Nico's murder method in a few seconds. He had a whole day. It's true. After all, why were you in the gym the day after you almost got murdered, Ace? I'd like to think most people don't want to go back to the scene of their almost death so eagerly. Yeah, if it were severe, he wouldn't be able to talk and walk. But he can talk and walk, so he's fine. It's like he wasn't that severely injured, guys. It's like a surface wound at best. He's just wearing a fucking bandage necklace. Anyway. Unless, of course, you needed to return to the scene of the crime to work out how it was done. Then you're saying that Ace only determined his method of murder a full day after he took the tape. That doesn't make sense. Yes, it does.
I mean, it's not necessary to figure everything out before taking the tape. Yeah, exactly. There's no reason for me to take the tape unless I had thought up the plan to kill Ari within a few seconds, and that's impossible.
Except, I think you were already planning murder at the start of the chapter, my guy. It's not impossible. Unfortunately, I can't prove what you were truly thinking at the time with evidence. No one can prove that but yourself. But I can easily conjecture at least 3 reasonable explanations for why it would be possible, off the top of my head. 1. Given that you were stalking Eden before the Nico incident, you were already planning a murder beforehand. You entered the gym with a pre-existing intent to take the tape for some different, unspecified murder plan, and you changed your mind on the details later.
That's definitely possible. The tape is useful either way for many things.
2. You were pretending to be unconscious for longer than we thought. This I agree with. And 3. You took the tape for first aid. That's ridiculous! Who uses non-medical tape for first aid? That's sickening! It's not that weird, I do it all the time.
Ugly.
That's sickening! Well then, there's 3 reasons to disprove your claim that you couldn't have done the murder. Are you satisfied with that, Ace?
Ooh.
That's just a load of crap.
Oh, fuck off! None of that is real evidence. It isn't, but it is explanations. And don't go saying that the lack of evidence to disprove me being the killer somehow proves that I am the killer. What is this, some kind of devil's pubes?
It's not called...
Try not to laugh, Wit. Try not to laugh. You dumb bitch, how stupid are you? You're convinced by Eden because she had a little sob story already? Should I start crying and wailing too to change your mind?
You're a man, it wouldn't work.
Depends.
No, I mean, it wouldn't work on Teriko specifically. She seems to pick on people like David and like a handful of other guys sometimes. I wouldn't say in like a sexist sort of way, but I'd say she's like a little harder than she is the girls.
Could be. Teriko, no, everyone here. You're always attacking me for stupid reasons. Everyone always has it out for me.
You piss me off!
That pisses me off. All of you piss me off.
You're wrong.
No, the more I discuss this, the more I've realized that you are more suspicious than Eden. It's true that Ace seems more like a murderer than her, based on his personality alone. I'd certainly suspect him over Eden. I wonder if you have more concrete evidence that implicates him, though? I love Veronica.
Do you hear yourself right now? I'm a murderer because of my personality.
Bullshit!
You sons of bitches are all about concrete evidence until it comes to me, apparently.
Show me your neck scars.
What?
That time Eden and I found your body. I remember there being scratches on your neck and blood on your hands. You scratched yourself hard, didn't you? You must have woken up while you were being strangled and instinctively clawed at your neck. Even though Nico, Eden, and I all saw your scars too, we all ended up disregarding such a small detail after a day had passed. But you probably never forgot, even if everyone else did. After all, you have to live with your scars every day. Even if you've been pretending that you're fine, it still hurts, right?
Listen to me.
Because of that, you of all people would know best to tape up Ari's hands so that she wouldn't be able to do the same.
Ah.
Yep.
Ah.
That's why Ari's wrists were bound, because you didn't want her to wake up mid-murder to claw at her neck.
You fucking idiot!
That's the dumbest bullshit I've ever heard. You think that I'm the only one here capable of thinking about tying up her wrists? I thought I was supposed to be the stupidest one here. What's the deal with that?
Take off your bandages and show everyone your neck injury.
You know...
You have a way to easily prove everyone wrong, but if you refuse to show us your scars, then we'll take it as a sign that Tereko's right about you having scratched your neck. What's wrong, Ace? You seem stressed. They're only wounds. What's the issue? Could it be that almost being murdered has traumatized you a little bit?
Gee.
Asshole!
You think? You think that almost being killed could have been maybe given me a little trauma?
Sorry.
Oh. That was a very quiet I'm sorry.
I know, but it's such a nice detail. Thank you, Dev. Even so, for the sake of this trial, can't you try to be a little more useful? No, it's fine. That's not a very fair line of logic, so forget it.
Yeah, it kind of builds upon a lot of conjecture.
You were almost murdered after all. I should have understood that.
Not to mention this line of reasoning is the dumbest thing I've heard all trial. It is conjecture upon conjecture upon conjecture. I could have theoretically taken the fish and the tape, so that means I'm the killer. Yeah, honestly, the only thing... Yeah... The fish is the biggest evidence for me in this thingy. Because I scratched my neck, it means that only I could have tied Ari's hands together. Are you hearing yourself?
There is another piece of evidence, though. Ace is stronger than Ari. Eden is not. Eden would not have been able to, pin Ari down to do any of this. Eden is the weakest member of the cast. Ari is only slightly weaker than Ace.
Yeah, we didn't find any chemicals and stuff, yeah?
Yeah. No, you're right. I guess that's not really solid evidence.
And look, I can still contribute evidence to the trial too.
Oh, really?
Wow, Ace is actually being helpful. Clear out your fucking ears and listen to me.
God, I'm so tired of him.
If you're going to base this entire witch hunt after me on the fact that this case looks like Nico's murder or some bullshit, why don't you actually use your dusty ass brains and think about it? Unlike Nico, I'm not a lying snake who pretends to be friendly to steal shit from other people. You're not really friendly with anyone.
He's not.
There's no way I could have accessed turpentine or whatever to knock RA out like they knocked me out. He's right. Only Nico took it from me, and I really doubt they gave it to Ace afterwards. Yeah.
Stop that!
You're always attacking Nico like this?
Oh my god, it's a stated fact that's already come up, Who? Shut up!
It's the truth though, and Rose is right, I kept it. I still have the turpentine in my room. I'm sorry.
Do we even know that RA was knocked unconscious at some point?
Good question.
Idiot.
Obviously, if you put the noose on her and then run the spinner to start hoisting her up, she has ample time to get out of the noose, idiot.
Cut that out.
Don't insult me with your sarcasm, you lowlife. We've already established that her hands were taped. Then it would be a lot easier to tape the wrists of an unconscious person than to wrangle her into it. Idiots.
Ay. How unfortunate that you brought that up, as if it proves your innocence, Ace. Because the answer to that is something that only makes sense if you, and not Eden, are Ari's murderer. Nice catch.
Yeah. Thank you, Charles.
You are a jockey, and that's a fact.
Think about it.
Yep.
Not just any regular jockey, but one of the nation's top performing ones, and that means you should have an unusual amount of strength. Much more than Eden, RA, or Nico.
Yep.
Really? Didn't Xander crush him at arm wrestling?
Okay, but Xander's dead, so this doesn't matter.
The
arm wrestling contest is a poor indicator of overall fitness.
That's also true.
Not to mention, even if Ace was weaker than Xander, I fail to see what that has to do with the comparative strength between Ace and Eden.
Obviously, if it was anything other than an arm wrestling contest, I would have crushed Xander. Why are you doing this to yourself?
What the fuck?
Wait, that's not the damn point. Why does that make me the killer?
Use your brain.
Can you use your brain and draw some conclusions? Although, I suppose the fact that you're being accused of murder de-incentivizes you having basic intelligence.
Thank you, Charles.
I'm saying that you could have simply strangled Ari unconscious.
This is true. Would that really have worked?
Possibly, if Ace really did lure Ari out there with the note, then he also had the advantage of knowing when and where she would be showing up.
I do love that it crushes all of Ace's stereotypes, because I was really tired of people defending him over all the stereotypes. It was really annoying.
He'd have the element of surprise on his side as well.
How terrible!
If Ace could have done that... Oh, that sounds horrible to say, but couldn't he have simply choked her to death with his own hands?
But then you can match the hand marks on someone's neck to the grips. Nope, you said it yourself. It's horrible.
Pathetic.
Full offense, but I kind of doubt Ace of all people has the stomach to kill someone with his bare hands, especially seeing as he's just a little bit sensitive about his own neck now.
That could be a good argument, actually.
Shut up!
You're a complete asshole, you know that?
You're
Okay, but it's deserved. How many times have I told you to take a good hard look at yourself first before you call others unlikable? The call is coming from inside the house.
Stop talking.
Speculations on Ace's psychological state cannot be used as concrete evidence in this trial.
Big talk coming from you. Wit's little testimony about your psychological state was the only thing that saved your ass last trial.
Your input is unnecessary.
Don't piss off Charles right now, David, please.
He's kind of running this thing we need him to not
I know.
too.
Christ alive.
In any case, what's more important is the fact that the murder had to be carried out in this very specific manner because Ace was trying to imitate Nico's murder. The reason that Ace had to use a drop-hanging mechanism rather than strangle Ari with his hands is so that it would look like the very same mechanism Nico used.
He could frame them.
Yes, yes. Honestly,
it's just still dumb in hindsight.
I mean, in a way of having a lot of people to frame, it's a good plan. However, considering how many people have seen the mechanism and the fact that Nico had an alibi, ended up not working out so well. A long rope, drop hanging, a mechanism to wind up the rope. Perhaps some could be led to believe that Nico attempted the same murder method a second time, with several improvements made in light of its initial failure. But I wouldn't try the same thing twice. Well, only those who are unintelligent could fall for something like that, but Ace is nothing if not intelligent, so it would be fair for him to think this is a good murder plan.
Yeah, thank you, Charles.
In any case, if there were signs of barehanded strangulation, that would almost certainly point to an athletic person like Ace. That is the reason Ace had to hang Ari to scapegoat Nico and redirect the blame from himself.
Bingo.
I agree.
Charles is right. The reason Ari was killed in this manner was to pin the blame on Nico. From the very start, Ace has been insistent that Nico was the murderer.
So, of course I'd be suspect of them. They tried to kill me, goddammit. Why wouldn't I accuse them?
It didn't yeah. It didn't initially strike me as odd that Ace keeps jumping to blame Nico.
I mean, Ace has always done that.
I mean, it's not that surprising. Look at this. He was almost killed, and even though he survived, he's still injured. That sounds like an awful experience. Most people would sport a heavy grudge against Nico for that.
Even so.
But in hindsight, Ace has been abnormally insistent about Nico's guilt, even by his standards. Almost as if he had planned this entire murder to pin the blame on Nico.
But...
Wait, but why was Ari hanging from the swing set when we found her? I didn't, I mean, I wasn't...
That doesn't resemble your murder scheme in the slightest, right? There's really only one reason to set up Ari's body like that, and that's to try and pass off the murder as a suicide. Pinning the murder on you was plan B, most likely.
But the rules forbid suicide anyway, in terms of...
I know. This is highlighting again that Ace is not intelligent. But in this case, Plan B was also the main plan.
The truth is...
One moment. Guys, don't talk about other fangans in chat that Rina hasn't played through yet. Remember. Please. We've only gone through... She's only gone through the After, the Another series, and DRDT. We don't talk about other fangans here because she's completely unspoiled on all other fangans that are out. So you guys are free to talk about that stuff in DMs, but if something could even partly be a spoiler, don't bring it up here. Thank you. Nah, that's good. You didn't know I don't normally see you in here. Ace probably understood that even if he tried to pass the murder off as a suicide, most people would quickly realize Ari must have been murdered anyway, due to the rules of this killing game.
Yep.
Still, it was worth a shot. Ari died from a neck injury, and she was in the noose to begin with. You might as well. It's not like you're particularly going out of your way to do so, nor would you have anything to lose.
So, if I'm understanding this right... Ace choked Ari unconscious because he didn't have any other method of knocking her unconscious, but he ended up killing her using hanging to pin the blame on Nico.
Correct. And to reiterate, very few people are capable of choking someone to the point of unconsciousness. That points the blame to Ace.
Wait, but is Ace even capable of doing a feat of strength like that? He's injured after all.
I guess.
Why am I putting up with you?
I mean, his arms aren't. So.
Ace is all muscle. He's tiny, but he is literally all muscle. He has absolutely no fat whatsoever. Anyway. Why are you coming to Ace's defense? If we aren't suspecting him, we would be suspecting you. You know that, don't you?
Eden too nice.
I forgot about that. But still, it doesn't seem right. I saw it for myself. He was bleeding heavily from his neck when we found him, and he's still in bandages even now.
Just because there's a lot of nerves in the neck, it wasn't a serious injury.
Oh, with such a horrible injury like that, there's no way Ace could have exerted himself.
Not true. Not really. It was a superficial neck wound.
Shut up!
Superficial? That's bullshit. I've not been in pain for this long for you to call this superficial.
Superficial stuff can hurt. Like a paper cut.
But you're still talking, aren't you? You had no issue talking even right after you just woke up. When it comes to neck wounds, if you're still capable of talking freely, then it means that the neck wound isn't serious. It signals that nothing important or internal was damaged.
Makes sense.
Admittedly, that's only a rule of thumb, not a hard rule, but Ace has been moving around fine this whole time anyway.
How cruel. Even though his neck is bandaged now, it did look like it hurt a lot back when we found him.
Listen to me.
I'm not trying to downplay his injury. After all, he's lost so much blood in such a violent way. Hi, David Silhouette. I don't mean to say it's not painful, because I'm sure it is. Nor am I saying that there wouldn't be any lasting impacts from a wound like that. But it shouldn't really impact his movement, as long as he has a tolerance to pain. He would, because he rides horses and probably falls off them all the fucking time. And he says he hates horses, too. All the physical movement required to carry out this murder may hurt, true, but it's not impossible for him to do.
I'm confused.
But even if he didn't have the neck wound, isn't Ace kind of weak?
Nope.
Xander crushed him in arm wrestling, and he's kind of small and he doesn't eat a lot.
Good points, except he's all muscle.
He's, you know, I don't think he could have even hoisted Ori up with the spinner.
Seconded, he's a scrawny little guy. Strength aside, I have another issue with the idea that Ace could have called Ori.
Isn't Ace too stupid? The way we've described this murder so far, it involves a lot of careful planning, foresight, and subtlety. Not only is Ace sort of stupid, but he's also super impulsive and loud. I don't really buy that he could have planned something so complicated.
Are you seriously? You all actually think I'm too goddamn stupid to accomplish anything? Do you really think I'm 2 seconds away from choking on my own spit and passing out?
Yes.
Oh, that hit a nerve, didn't it?
Of course it did! I don't think I'm a genius. But even then, I'm not a fucking monkey.
Are you sure about that?
Weak?
Of course!
Do you deny being stupid?
Of course! Why wouldn't I?
So you admit you're capable of committing this murder?
Of course I...
Veronica, I need to marry you!
Ace, swallow your pride and say that you're too weak, too stupid, and too incompetent to perform this murder. Accept the fact that no one thinks highly of you. Or defend your dignity at the risk of admitting that you're perfectly capable of committing this murder and continue to be our #1 suspect.
Defend his dignity? Not like he had any in the first place. It's Ace we're talking about here.
Those two are besties.
This is what it all comes down to, huh? Why is this the choice I have to make here of all things? You want me to choose between my dignity and my life? Ha! I've been forced to make this choice constantly! This whole time I've been trapped in this godforsaken murder game! Stuck with a bunch of people who think I was born defective! David is an annoying bastard, and I hate his guts! But he's right! What dignity do I have at this point? Everyone thinks I'm a stupid, weakling coward who isn't good for anything but screaming!
Including the audience members.
Agree with you?
Sorry, I had to throw that stab.
I'm fucking incompetent to pull off this murder. I'm a total goddamn idiot baby who can't tell his left from his right if it was written on my hands. Now go. Suspect Eden of murder instead of me. At least you all respect her.
Ace, I'm sorry.
I disagree with Ace. Unfortunately for him, I'm going to choose to put faith in his intelligence and abilities.
Thank you, Charles.
Unfortunately. Everyone else, I expected better of you. At the very least, I was hoping you all would take even a slightly logical approach to this trial.
Stop talking.
Really, Ace is too stupid to commit murder. What a rash judgment based on nothing but intelligence-based BSs. It was funny though.
Hey, aren't you the de facto intelligence-based biases guy? You already said that Ace was super dumb, like 3 times already. Plus you call me stupid all the time.
What?
Shut up!
Okay, fine. I'm not above making rash judgment calls on other people's intelligence, I admit it. It's just that when other people do it, it truly gets on my nerves, so I have an issue now with this line of logic. I'm the only only person reasonable enough to make that sort of judgment call. Everyone else who does so is being biased to the point of idiocy. Okay, Charles, okay.
You're doing it again.
Get it!
My point still stands. All these lights leveled at Ace's abilities are biases, nothing more. There's no particular reason he shouldn't be able to commit this murder. Do you think he's too stupid to carry out this murder? How do you intend to rigorously prove his innocence with that logic? Will you have Ace sit through an IQ test and then quote a scientific study that states that people below a certain IQ threshold are incapable of planning murders? No such study exists. The only argument that could be measurably proven is the idea that he's too weak to carry out some of these physical feats. But even that is complete nonsense. Once again, he's an ultimate whose talent is of the athletic variety. It is practically his nature to have impressive strength. Yee. Really, you all severely underestimate what a jockey entails. Do you think that your job is to simply sit on a horse? If that's the case, then all horse races would be run by horses carrying 100-pound bags of sand.
That's true.
Charles is right. It really is no simple task to control a horse going over 40 miles an hour on a regular basis.
Yee.
It requires physical strength and endurance. Intense training 6 days a week is standard, and the physical tests that jockeys have to go through are grueling, to say the least. I am sure that even if Ace doesn't give off the impression, he is someone who works very hard. Because of that, I can confidently say that Ace would probably be able to outperform most people here in quite a few physical benchmarks. Maybe not in every physical feat, like arm wrestling. But the argument that he's weak doesn't make any sense at all.
Disappointing.
It's only because people are uneducated that they think jokering could possibly be easy. No, yeah.
Horses are all muscles too, so, like, no, you need some serious discipline and toned fitness to be able to control them regularly. Like, goddamn. Kroning-Duggar effect.
Not what it's called. In any case, that is a significantly lengthy enough digression from me. I have debuked your claims. Ace is always killer. Do not refute me again on this matter unless you enjoy being incorrect.
Charles is like, you don't have an argument here, shut the fuck up.
I got your point several minutes ago, okay? You did not have to drag that on for so long just to say I'm wrong.
I'm done here.
Then simply do not be wrong in the future.
Okay, Charles! If, like Charles said, biases should be disregarded in this trial, then all we have left is the evidence.
True.
And no matter how I look at it, all the evidence points to Ace. The tape, the resemblance to Nico's murder, RA's strangulation.
That strangulation thing is still bullshit, as if I'm the only person strong enough here to choke Ari out. Why not single out Levi since he's so strong and reliable?
Because he has an alibi. Or, like, he's not involved in this trial at all.
He could not have taken the tape.
No, he wasn't there.
And look at Eden and tell me that she has the strength for that.
No, I would have flipped her like a whole pillow. Would have been nothing. It would have been a nothing endeavor.
I mean, Aura is also an athlete with bowling.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, maybe hell, I don't know. As if I know anything about how strong the rest of you jackasses are.
You fucking idiot!
But assuming that I'm the only person here strong enough to murder Ari because I'm a jockey is idiotic.
No, it isn't. Don't forget that we've narrowed down the killer to just between you and Eden. There is an extraordinary difference in strength between you, the professional athlete, and Eden. A difference far too large to be overlooked.
Yep.
We're not saying that only you, out of everyone here, could have done it because you're a jockey. We're simply saying that between you and Eden, you're much more likely to have done it.
I expected everyone else to get on my ass, but for you, of all people, to think I'm the murderer.
You really like Levi, huh?
Wait.
To ever wanting to make things up, huh? Besides, between you and me, we both know who's really a murderer.
Yeah.
Shut up!
Shut up! Just shut up already! It's all bullshit. Everything you're saying is bullshit.
There's no way I could have done any of the shit you're suggesting! Being a jockey doesn't make me some kind of god!
He's sorta right. If we assume Ace is Are's murderer, it explains a lot of things. But it doesn't explain everything.
Let's think about how he would have done the murder again. Especially in the context of comparing it to Nico's murder.
the arrow.
There's a big difference between the two, though. Nico hung their wire off of the ceiling of the gym by standing on a stepladder. But the playground ceiling is much higher.
How the hell would I have gotten the rope up there? You're insane if you think I could have climbed up there too!
No, that's wrong!
Wee.
You are right in stating that the playground ceiling is much too high to climb up.
Even so.
But you could have thrown it over the rafters by tying one end of the rope to a weight.
That's true.
Wait, what weight?
This.
I forgot about this stupid thing.
Yeah, the laundry ball.
What is that?
Is that my clothes and Teruko's?
Mono TV must have left these lying around the dress-up room.
It seems that...
If you heavily starch it with laundry starch and then tie it up with a rope, it makes a suitable weight. It's light and easy to toss around.
What, so I just chucked it up there? Are you stupid? How could I have thrown it that high? And don't repeat the same stupid argument you've been spouting all this time and say that I could have done it because I'm a jockey. Nothing about the jockey skill sets would suggest that it would have a good throwing arm. In fact, I don't. I'll go ahead and submit that I'm not capable of doing that. I can't even throw a baseball to save my own life.
But there's other evidence to suggest you did throw it up there. Some of the ceiling lights were broken, probably from your failed attempts.
True that.
What do you have to say to that, Ace? How are you going to defend yourself?
Bullshit. It's all bullshit.
No, it isn't.
Complete bullshit! I mean, are you jackasses out of your mind? Do you even hear the diarrhea stream of shit coming out of your mouths? I mean, I could have performed this murder because I'm a jockey? Are you fucking stupid? Just because I'm somewhat athletic, it means no one else could have committed the murder? Did you try washing your vegetables before you eat them? Or did you all get a parasitic infection of brainworms over the past few days?
Jeez.
I don't want to hear anything from you most of all, Eden. It's because of your whiny little crying spell that Terako decided to come after me. All because she pities you. Eden, Nico, and Terako are all just a suspect. So why am I being attacked? You're all always assuming the worst of me. How is that fair? Especially after I nearly got murdered myself. Now Nico is going to get off scot-free and I'm going to be punished? You're corrupt! All of you!
That's enough! Stop yelling! You're not helping your case!
Why? Why do I have to shut my trap but everyone else can say whatever the hell they want? Am I not allowed to speak for myself? What kind of bullshit rape trial are you all running here? You don't have any real evidence to pinpoint me! Shut the fuck up! If I survive this trial, I will actually kill all you bastards for real!
The amendment's here!
I didn't fucking kill her! You're so full of shit! Is there something wrong with your brain? You bastard! I'm going to kill you!
My condolences to the voice actor.
Honestly, Seth had such a good fucking time voicing Ace.
Really? It didn't hurt his throat?
No.
Amazing.
Not that I know. Not that I know of. You definitely can't voice him while sick, though. I know that.
I'm going to kill you! How could I have thrown the rope that high? You have no proof.
Using a slingshot.
Hee
It ends here.
Bonk.
Fell off the horse. Oopsie.
Listen to me.
You say there's no way you could have thrown the rope over one of the ceiling rafters? Seth will be in other things, but yeah, it's very good. And plus, I'm fairly certain that Ace will get a bonus episode, just like the other two did. I mean, come on. And perhaps that's true. The ceiling of the playground is so high that it would be quite difficult for anyone to throw the weight over the rafters. But if a feat of strength is too difficult for you, then it'd be downright impossible for Eden, our only other suspects.
Yep.
And there's one other way you could have gotten the rope up there, a method that only you could use. You, and only you, could have made the slingshot to launch the weights. Specifically, you made a slingshot out of this.
Uh-oh.
Huh? What's that?
I see.
That's a fitness stretch band. Certainly, you could wrap it around the bars of the playground to create a makeshift slingshot. Then you could have easily launched the weight.
Fuck.
A fitness stretch band? That kind of thing would be found in a gym, correct? Why would that point to him specifically? Because he stole it from Levi?
I have never seen any such thing in a gym.
Normally this piece of evidence wouldn't incriminate anyone in particular. However, What is this? A big rubber band? You really have never been in a gym before, have you? Oh, something like this is useful for the physical therapy. Since I injured my shoulder, it might be helpful to me.
What's that? You need this?
Well, bitch. I don't necessarily need it, but...
Too fucking bad. Mine now. I'm keeping it.
Fucker.
Choke on your own spit and die, asshole.
You're wrong.
Ace took it from the very start, for the simple petty reason that he was trying to spite Levi. Ace is the only person who had the stretch band, so he's the only person who could have done it.
Yeah, that's really stupid on Ace's part.
He's not smart. Isn't that right? I can back that up as well, as I was there. Ace very clearly took it for himself.
Bullshit!
Piss off! You're lying to verify Teruko's made-up story.
No, I would not lie about this.
Ace.
Did you really only take the stretch band back then to anger me?
Why don't we discuss this?
In other words, based on all the evidence we've collected so far, you're the only one who could have killed Are. You're one of the few people who could have rendered Are unconscious. You're one of the 2 people who could have taken the tape from the gym for murder in the next morning. Yep. Closing in further and further. And you're the only person who could have used the stretch band. That certainly narrows it down to you.
No! I refuse to believe it!
Son of a bitch!
Believe it! You're acting suspicious as hell anyway!
Are we going to vote now?
It would be a bit early.
If everyone is convinced, that means we vote.
Shut up!
Shut your goddamn mouth! As if I would listen to anything you say. If I used water jugs to weigh down Ari, where would I have stored them, huh? You still haven't answered that? Until you can explain it, I'm not convinced. There are still so many damn holes in your theory. I won't rest until you answer that.
Pure desperation at this point.
Do you
Thank you,
even
Jericho.
understand what this class trial is? Tell me, how do we decide who's the murderer?
What?
We determine who lives and who dies by a majority vote. In other words, the opinion of everyone who isn't you. Who cares where you stored the water jugs? There are so many places where you could have easily stored something that innocuous. All the other evidence points to you anyway, and everyone here is convinced of your guilt. The point of the trial is to determine who the killer is, not to determine every single little detail of what happened. It doesn't matter that you're not convinced. It's not going to help you nor change your fate. No matter how you feel or what you think, nothing will change.
This feels like a tiny jab at Danganronpa.
It kind of is, and it's also kind of a jab at the audience for being a little bitchy about it, if I'm gonna be honest. Which I fully support Dev in their gripes, honestly, because sometimes people are too noisy.
That will save you is if everyone here believes that you're innocent. You think that your whining and screaming is going to change our minds? That if you call us all stupid and wrong, we're going to magically decide not to vote for you out of the goodwill of our hearts?
Oh, Teruko is so done.
Anything, you acting like this only makes you more suspicious. I've been fighting this entire trial to find the truth using real evidence. And when I make mistakes, I own up to them. What have you contributed? Show me some concrete proof of your innocence. Otherwise, shut up and stop wasting everyone's time.
But yeah, it's true, there's nothing wrong with wanting the details of a mystery. I mean, that's what
I think it's fine up to a certain point until it going into the point of derailment, because she has a point. This is the only piece of evidence that like they haven't hashed out. It is the only thing. They've worked out the mechanics of the murder itself, which is enough. Like, I understand her point.
Now, what happened to all those things you were shouting earlier? Don't you have anything to say for yourself? Any evidence? Any deductions to show that you're innocent? Come on, Ace! Don't you want to live? Defend yourself!
Has he finally given up?
Love Teriko's whole monologue here.
God damn it. I'm such a piece of shit.
Ace?
Yeah, you're right. I'm screwed. There's no way I'm making it out of this trial alive. I just wanted to stall for time. I'm scared of dying. I really am.
Then you... I give up. Now that I know I'm dead, there's no point in fighting. I didn't even want to yell anymore, I'm fucking tired.
I killed R.A. That's exactly right.
Shit, it sounds really bad when I say it out loud.
I need to say, when these episodes were airing and they were already like aiming at Ace, I was giddy as hell. Like, I was kicking and giggling and like, especially when he said it, I was like, fucking eat it, everyone who gave me shit! Because I was so tired. By that point, I was like, yes! Get him off my screen! I'm tired of him! But yeah.
Welp, welp.
Do that!
Why? Why did you kill her? Why would you do such a horrible thing?
Did you kill RA because of Mono TV's motives? Because you wanted to keep your secret hidden?
Hell no, I don't give a damn about that motive or my dumb little secret, you idiot fuckwad. What are you thinking I am? You?
So that's part of the reason why they were like, not every mystery in the trial needs to be solved, because the motives weren't even necessary to solve the murder. That's Dev being like, I literally threw in a ton of red herrings this case, deal with it.
That wasn't why I killed her.
I was scared of dying. That's all.
What do you mean?
I'm definitely going to die in this killing game if I don't escape. Everyone hates me, right? Because I'm a volatile asshole who can't help but pick fights and make people mad at me. Veronica was right. If pushed to kill, everyone would feel the least guilty if they killed me. They might even have some sort of grudge. I wouldn't be surprised. When Nico tried to kill me, that just confirmed it. There's a part of me that's a little pissed that Nico didn't succeed back then, because it would have saved me a whole lot of trouble of having go through this stupid ass farce. Now I would be real fucking pissed if they did successfully kill me. I'm kind of pissed at Nico for trying to kill me either way.
But still, if I didn't kill someone and escape, then I was going to die. Not fucking terrified of dying. I can't sleep at night because I keep thinking about how I'm going to die young in this goddamn killing game. I didn't want to die! I want to live, just like everyone else.
This makes a lot of sense considering how he was acting in chapter 1, which was toned down and then exchanged for a more aggressive tragedy in chapter 2.
Yeah.
Live and escape this killing game and go back to my shitty life where I can't do anything on my own because I can't control myself. Back to that life where I can't do anything but a sport that I hate because I suck shit at everything else. I was forced into that fate to kill someone because I'm scared. It was either that or I would be killed first. There are no other options for me because I'm a coward who can't fight my own fate. But that's so selfish! Even if you felt that way, you still killed Ari, and you were willing to let the rest of us die all because of your own sake? Don't you feel bad? You're so goddamn funny, holy shit. Quit your job as a clockmaker and become a stand-up fucking comedian. Do you think I give a crap about you all? Why would that matter to me? No one gives a crap about me either. None of you even respect me enough to think I was capable of killing RA. In fact, that made me even way less guilty about killing.
Ay, ay, ay.
So what? Get over yourself. Yeah, it sounds like your life sucks. Maybe you do have a right to feel that way. I admit, hearing you talk, all I can think is, I'm glad I'm not you. Maybe I was too harsh on you. Me and everyone else here. I don't think a single one of us stopped to think where the breaking point is. But murder is unacceptable, no matter what. Your problems might be awful, and they might be the worst in the world, but they're still not so bad that killing 13 people is acceptable. You can't be forgiven as a murderer just because your life sucks.
So this monologue from Jay specifically really makes me think that she might be mastermind material. I'm gonna be so real.
I can see that,
Just because, like, every time during this trial that murder has been brought up of, is it acceptable, she has said a hard no every time. And these types of medias tend to be the point of punishing murderers. And then there's that whole rule against that any murderer will be held accountable for their crimes. Like, that rule is specific to this specific fangin. So as much as I normally sus Eden or Wit, I feel like Jay has quite a decent amount of sus too, just from that monologue and from moments of this trial.
We shall see. It will be interesting to follow anyway.
Yeah.
I'm the one who murdered Ari, so of course I know that. Ari, she was a piece of shit too. Just like me. Even if she said all that nice bullshit to Eden, there was no guarantee she was really going to change and become a good person. Maybe if she lived, then by tomorrow, she'd be right back to her annoying bitchy self. But at least she was trying.
Indeed.
And I can't even change one thing about myself. Not my shitty job, not my shitty personality, not my shitty life.
Have you learned of the term learned helplessness?
I really am a piece of shit, huh?
You could have changed everything you wanted.
Oh my, how tragic.
That's so cruel.
Fuck you!
Damn it. If you all have nothing left to say, then just vote already. Put me out of my damn misery already, you bastards.
Voting time!
Are we all ready to vote? Before we do that, allow me to go over the case one more time to confirm we all understand this murder.
Yee.
Why? Do you have to remind me of the fucked up shit I did? I already feel like crap.
Deal with it.
I don't want to think about what I've done. Not now, not ever.
Sorry, but it has to be done. Confront the mistakes you've made, then accept death. That's the fate of everyone who chose to participate in this killing game.
The culprit, Ace, decided to choose Are as his victim when he overheard Are comforting Eden. He was originally planning to kill Eden. However, when he learned that Are was strongly motivated to prove herself to Eden, he realized he would be able to take advantage of that. He forged a letter from Eden, asking Are to meet her at 7:30 a.m. in the playground, and slipped it under Are's door sometime during the evening. Before official nighttime started, he filled some jugs with water from the relaxation room's pond and stored them somewhere. During that night, he began preparing for his murder. Ace specifically chose a method of murder that resembled the way Nico tried to murder him a few days ago, so he could pin the blame on Nico. He began by setting up a mechanism for drop hanging in the playground. He wrapped high-friction tape around the bars of the carousel to give it more friction. He took the stretch band he had and tied it around the bars to create a makeshift slingshot. Then, he tied Are's rope, which he got from the storage, around a starched ball of old clothing and used his slingshot to launch it over one of the ceiling rafters. This took him a few tries, and he broke some of the lights in the process. He then tied one end of the rope to the carousel. Afterwards, he tied the other end of the rope into a noose after securing the water jugs through the rope. He tested this setup multiple times until he figured out the right length of rope to use. With this, his preparations were complete. Are arrived at the playground at 7:30 a.m. in the morning, expecting Eden. But instead, she was ambushed by Ace, who strangled her until she passed out. He taped her wrists together and put her in the noose. He tied the rope to the carousel again to reduce the length of the free rope.
That's a bit
he started
uncomfy.
to hoist her body up by rotating the carousel. Once Are reached the top, he released it. The rope unwinded quickly until it hit its end, which was shorter than it was before due to the knot that Ace tied. The jerking motion snapped Are's neck and killed her. However, the water jugs did not hold up and broke, splashing water and fish everywhere. Ace then cut her free and shoved the excess rope under the spinner. He climbed on top of the swing set and tied the other end of the noose there to make it seem like Are hung herself. He then removed the tape from her wrists, which left red marks. He tossed the fake note, tape, and broken water jugs into the trash. Finally, he left and went upstairs to meet everyone else in the movie screening room for the motive announcement. That sums up what you've done so far. Isn't that right? Ace Markey, the ultimate jockey.
Dynamic shot. And try close.
Okay, I need another little break before we finish the last one, and the last video is much shorter and has mostly animations, so it won't take us that long. Be right back.
Stretch, stretch. But yeah, I also feel that Eden will probably blame herself for this too, considering that the only reason Ari was targeted in the first place was through the connection to her. Sad. This Eden's character archetype is truly made to be the break the cutie trope. I guess we... Honestly, if this really is going the break the cutie trope, then I think Eden will probably survive very long. To get full use of that. To break Eden down so completely that... Yeah. My talent in the Danganronpa game? That's actually a bit of an easy question. I would be the ultimate software developer. I mean, that is what my actual job is. And despite only being in the industry for a short time, I've been told that I'm quite skilled at what I'm doing, considering my lack of education and my lack of time spent with it. So it's the closest thing that would be a talent of mine, so to say. Yeah. Ultimate video game artist would be very cool too. Though, would it be more sprites or concept art or background art? There are many different types of video game artists, or as a whole thing. Oh, there's also director, art director of games as well. But programming fun. Programming very fun. Unless there's a bug you can't find out. That sucks. Yeah, you have definitely earned the ultimate translator, Monica.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. I am good.
Osiria, what would be your ultimate talent?
Author. I think. Between author and director, really. Probably more in lines with creative. I don't know, bud. I don't think about this stuff much.
Yee.
Clay artist is good. I fucking love sculpting. It's fun. Anyway, you ready for the last episode? Because I am.
Yes.
Let's go. I'm ready for that twink to get obliterated.
Oh my. Is he gonna
I need him gone, dude! I need him gone!
Is he gonna be
finally
run over by a bunch of forces?
That's a lot to animate. I don't think Dev would do that to themselves.
Are we all ready to vote? Please use your monopads to input who you think the killer is. As this trial comes to a conclusion, get ready to find out what the final verdict is. Will you make the right choice or the wrong one? I can't wait to find out. Let's vote.
Also, I found out that Mono TV's voice actress is actually a little older than me.
Oh.
Yeah, like by 5 years. And I was like, oh, okay.
One Terraco.
Yeah.
The result is Drum roll, please. Congratulations! You got it right. The blackened this time around is Ace Marquis, the ultimate jockey.
Bye, bitch.
Wow.
You will not be missed. Looks like we all got it right. Even though I tried so hard to ruin everything. Good work, everyone. I'm proud of us.
Wow.
God damn it, David. You're something.
How could you do that?
You really did kill Ari. Why her, of all people?
We really did end up having a second murder trial after all, huh? To be honest, I really thought that no one would repeat what happened to Xander and Min.
And yet, we are doing it again. How ridiculous.
What do you have to say for yourself?
What do you have to say in your defense? Nothing. I don't have any excuses for what I did. I think he's out of excuses. He already said all of them in a trial.
Exactly.
I killed her, and if you never forgive me for that, then there's nothing I can say. Sorry, I guess. I sound stupid as hell for saying sorry, as if apologizing could change anything. I'm the kind of person you call irredeemable, right? Figures.
It's just too cruel. All of this could have been prevented, couldn't it?
It's just misfortune. That's why Ace killed. That's all.
What are you saying?
How could you say that it's just misfortune? Ari wasn't killed because of an accident. Bad luck or not, Ace had made up his mind to go through with this murder. So we can't possibly blame ourselves for failing to prevent something like that.
Of course I know that. Ace planned to kill Ari, and even before that, he was planning to kill me.
And how can you forgive him?
I never said I forgave him, it's just that... The Ace that I met for the first time wasn't a murderer. I can't forgive him. He killed Ari after all. She was innocent, and he killed her for unfair reasons. But those unfair reasons were unfair to him as well.
Right.
So much has happened that it feels like an eternity since this killing game started. When we first met Ace a week ago, he was the same person, certainly, but he was also different. He was happier, and he trusted people more.
A little bit.
Slightly. Just a teensy bit. And he wasn't a murderer back then. Still, between then and now, he changed. He had to, like adding stones on a pane of glass, one after another, until eventually the glass cracks. The only thing anyone can do in this killing game is to shatter.
Are you saying that Ace was pressured to kill Ari because of stuff like almost being killed? I mean, he already planned it before, right?
You're wrong.
No, Ace was already planning to commit a murder even before Nico made that attempt. After all, everything that happened with Eden, RA, and Arturo had already taken place before Nico even made a move.
Nico's attempted murder isn't a cause. It's just a symptom of what this killing game has done to us all.
Whatever.
Whatever!
What? You all are having so much fun psychoanalyzing me. Did you all get the Veronica virus or what? A little.
Shut up!
You're all wrong, so shut up. I bet you feel so pleased with yourself acting like you understand me. Just shut the fuck up. Do you want to know the actual reason I did all the things I did? It's way simpler than whatever the fuck super mind game psyche shit you guys are proposing. Bum, 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 bum. I didn't want to die, that's all.
You piss me off!
So go shove that answer up your ass, motherfuckers.
Ace.
Asshole!
Don't you dare get on my case, you piece of shit. Shut up for the rest of your life and kill yourself. Don't think that I forgot about your secret, you damn murderer.
Really now?
What, and you're not a murderer? It's really funny in hindsight how you acted all betrayed when you found out Levi was murderer, as if you were unaware that you yourself had killed someone.
Indeed.
Even now, you still have it in you to throw stones in your glass house. You're so manipulative. Boo!
The face.
I knew that I wasn't allowed to call him a murderer. I had no right to act betrayed, because I was the one who betrayed everyone. But still
Why?
I don't care what it was! I don't care if it made me a hypocrite! Even if I was completely in the wrong! And even if it made my life worse! I just needed a reason to stay mad at you! Any reason at all, god damn it!
Ay, ay, ay.
Why do you have to force yourself to be angry at me? You just said you know that you're in the wrong, so why do you still do it? I don't understand. I can't understand you. No matter how hard I try.
God, stay that way! I hope you never understand me! Even after I'm buried 1 billion miles deep in the ground and you're weeping in my grave, you piece of shit!
Shut up.
Enough with that. You don't have a lot of time left.
Ay, ay, ay.
No shit. I'm very aware of that. Of course I know I'm going to die, so don't rub it in.
I need you to do a favor for me right now. It might just save your life.
Oh? Oh? What's your idea, Teruko?
What?
The whole reason this killing game keeps going on is because we're forced to follow Mono TV's rules. After all, if we break them, we risk being punished, and none of us want to risk our lives.
However, Ace can, since he is fated to die anyway.
But you're about to die via execution. You have nothing to lose, right?
What are you saying?
I thought about it long and hard, about how to end this killing game, and I ended up waiting for another murder to happen, so that I can ask this of the Blackens. Someone who already is going to die should have no need to fear any more punishment for breaking the rules. You understand what I'm asking you to do, right, Ace?
Kill Mono TV for me.
I love her. Yeah, more murder! Yeah, more- wait, what? Oh, hey, wait a second!
Oh, well, I wonder if he's actually gonna try.
What are you saying?
I can't do it.
Why? The most likely option that will come out of this is that you'll fail and be punished. But you're going to die of execution anyway. If there's a small chance, any chance at all, that doing this will end the killing game and allow us all to live, you included, why aren't you taking it?
He's a coward.
Why can't you do it?
You tell me to do something crazy like it's nothing, but it's terrifying. I'm scared. I don't want to die. I can't do that.
If you can't do that, then tell me, why did R.A. have to die? It's because, unlike R.A., you couldn't make amends with the people you made enemies out of. You were too scared to confront the people you hurt, say you're sorry, and promise to be a better person. So instead, you took out your own personal problems on other people by murdering someone who had nothing to do with you! R.A. died because you're a coward, Ace!
Ooh. She's right.
I love her. But animation. Incoming.
I know that I'm a coward. But that doesn't mean you have to keep saying it!
Well, at least you did it now. Thanks for motivating him, Jericho.
Yeah. Had to push his buttons a bit.
Shit.
Well, let's see what happens.
Did that actually work?
Probably not.
It's not responding.
No way.
No way!
You really did it!
I did?
Finally, it's over!
A fatal system error has been detected. Restarting systems immediately.
Huh?
Temporary error in running the installed Mono TV driver. Now loading the default XFCHR personality drivers. Fully restart schedule in 1 hour. System will load in 3, 2, 1.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Mono TV.
Okay.
What's going on?
The killing game procedure will proceed as planned.
No, no way!
I don't get what's going on.
Your efforts to end the killing game are admirable. However, you seem to have a fundamental misunderstanding of how the killing game works. Even if this body is destroyed, I can continue to operate this killing game from this building's electronic systems. Perhaps you've mistakenly conflated me with a human and thought that I have a soul that is intrinsically connected to my body. But I am not a human. To destroy me is nothing more than a wasted effort on your part. I apologize for the misunderstanding.
Of course it wouldn't be that easy. Sorry, Ace. Because you have broken one of the rules, punishment is in order.
Shit!
However,
I understand full well that Ace already has an execution waiting for him.
And?
Uh-huh.
You've reasoned that someone already marked for execution should be able to break the rules with impunity, as they would have nothing to lose.
Oh no, are you gonna make it worse?
Is that right? But there is no reason for me to punish Ace a second time. That would fail to serve my purpose.
What? Your purpose?
Naturally.
to run this killing game until the death of every participant.
Whenever I make a decision, ultimately, I must make the choice that fulfills my purpose. After all, that was why I was created. For the sake of that goal, I have decided to make an exception in this special circumstance.
Okay.
I will pass the punishment for breaking the rules to the one who made that decision.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You don't mean...
To conclude, I will now proceed with the
What?
execution of Terako Tawaki.
I think not.
That is still the same Mono TV VA, you're correct. A large gun rose out of the floor and aimed at me.
10. 9.
I mean, Terako can't die anyway, yeah?
Jericho, run!
8.
Why are you just standing there? You've seen what Mono TV is capable of. That thing will surely kill you.
I mean,
7.
nothing can kill
Charles,
Terako, so...
Stop talking and cover your eyes.
Terako, hide somewhere!
No.
6.
What are you doing? Why are you just standing there?
What's the point? I should have known this would happen.
5.
Even if I shield myself behind others, even if I search for an escape, it always comes down to this. I have to face the consequences of my actions. There's no escaping that.
But she's not gonna
4.
die, yeah?
What are you talking about? You're going to be killed!
Killed? I doubt it. As if something so kind could happen to me.
3.
I won't die. Even if Mono TV puts 100 bullets in my body, I'll only be badly injured. Possibly lose a body part. Maybe I'll even end up in a coma for months.
2.
But I won't die. I never will. There's nothing I can do but accept my fate. It's what I deserve, after all.
1.
Jericho, run, please!
Don't worry, everyone. I'll show you all what it means to be the ultimate lucky student.
0.
I was perfectly willing to get shot. I thought I didn't have to care about what happened to other people, and especially not about what happened to me. I thought that if I lived alone and died alone, nothing would stain my conscience, even if that was a selfish way to live. But even so... Yep.
Man!
Yeah. He's right next to her at the podium, though. It was either him or Eden that would have stepped in front of her, and Eden's too short.
All of a sudden, he leaped in the way.
I like Levi.
Come on, let's get through it.
Levi!
My apologies, everyone. That was not my intended target.
Levi, holy shit! Yeah, Charles.
Ah, crap. The smell of blood is really strong. Even though I told him not to look, he's still...
Oh, please, stop it.
Don't worry. I shut off the gun as soon as I detected that Levi was in the way. His injuries are not fatal.
That's a good thing.
Those warning shots will suffice as punishment to you all for breaking the rules, in any case. There is no need to continue.
Levi, how far will your desire to be a good human, even if you don't care for other people, get you? Man.
Not fatal? Is he alive?
He's barely breathing. He's not going to be alive for much longer. If Levi dies because of this, I'm sure I'll miss him, but this is quite a way to go. I can't say I wasn't entertained.
It sure is a very selfless way to die.
He could live, theoretically, but only if he gets immediate medical treatment.
Everyone, we have to take him to the infirmary now. Yeah.
The elevator won't open.
Please.
Mom, Timmy, please, open the elevator. We need to leave.
I'm afraid I can't do that yet.
Why?
Everyone may only leave the trial grounds once the trial has fully concluded. That includes the execution of the Blackened. Until the Blackened is executed, you cannot leave.
Well, well.
What the hell?
There's no way Levi will survive.
You said he'll survive if he gets immediate medical treatment!
But we're trapped in this trial room!
Arturo, you have to save him! If I...
Better die fast.
Damn it! If I get executed, then you all can leave and take him to the infirmary, right?
Correct.
So... Oh, fucking hell! I don't want to die!
Yeah, but you have a crush on Levi, so...
Execute me right now! You hear me, Mono TV? Because Levi is going to fucking die, and I'm going to have a third goddamn death on my hands!
Even then, there's no guarantee that you'll live!
Shut up! What the hell are you talking about? Aren't you a surgeon? Can't you fix him?
I'm not that kind of surgeon! I've told you over and over! I have no experience with saving lives!
I do feel bad
Something
for
like
Arturo.
This? There's no way I can do it!
Shut up! Shut up, Arturo! You can save his life! Shut the fuck up! Stop saying you can't do it because you can! Don't you understand? I'm going to die right now, and you're going to live! So decide whether you want to at least try to put in some fucking effort for once, or keep making excuses for yourself like a sniveling coward for the rest of your life. I don't even get to make that decision anymore! Stop complaining, you whiny little shit! Grow some fucking balls and save someone's goddamn life, asshole! Because you can! Mono TV, just do it! Get it over with quickly. Please.
Understood. Commencing Ace Marquis' execution at once.
That is respectable, though.
I'm gonna fucking die. I knew this was going to happen all along. I had no chance of surviving this killing game. Even so.
Self-fulfilled.
I'm so scared.
Self-fulfilled prophecy.
I'm so scared of dying. I don't want to die.
Let the execution begin.
Alrighty. Is it more about the sphere of death then than his actual talent?
Yep, and I think it's intelligent writing.
Yeah.
Metaphobia.
Interesting. Common ways to die, I see. Death by lightning. Is Mono TV saying choose your struggle? Oh, with a whole ass firing squad. Okay. I see.
Fear-induced cardiac arrest. Honestly, it's such an intelligent execution.
Yeah, yeah.
Execution complete. How incredible!
The elevator's open. Everyone, we have to carry Levi to the infirmary. Help us out. Is he really going to live? Stop questioning things and just help. Yeah.
We really gotta go. Come on.
Teruko, come here. Teruko, we have to leave.
Go on without me.
Huh?
I let the elevator doors close between us.
Oh, Teruko, another one hurt because of you in your mind.
Silence. Also, let's keep it safe for work in the chat. There are people who are not 18 in this chat. And also, Rina and I are not comfortable with that kind of talk here. So, do not. Thanks. Unless you want to time out. This includes jokes. Everyone was gone. The trial room was empty. Once again, I was all alone.
Hey, the music.
Is something the matter, Teruko? Everyone else has already left. I yelled at Ace for being a coward. I told him that he suffered because he pushed away everyone. And that he would die because he couldn't say sorry to anyone.
You are not much different, yeah?
And how can I blame him for that when I'm no different? I'm a hypocrite. I'm the same as Ace or Ra, and now they're both dead. You should leave these trial grounds as well, and return back to your living quarters. Can I stay here for a little bit? Very well, but I'll shut off the main power in this room soon. You should think about heading back.
Mono TV, you're incredibly cruel.
I don't quite understand what you mean.
You knew exactly what you were doing. Why did you push for Min to be executed so quickly, but stalled for so long to execute Ace?
For the fear of death.
Suffer, knowing that she didn't have the time to say all the things she wanted to say. You wanted Ace to suffer, knowing that the longer he lived, the less chance Levi had to survive. No. More than that, you wanted all of us to suffer.
I see. That is what you mean. My apologies. I have no choice but to be cruel.
I see.
This so-called TV show is more about appearances than you think. So I must convince everyone that I'm the villain.
That is my secondary purpose, after ensuring the death of every participant. What a nice excuse. Even so, you're so cruel. Crueler than me. Crueler than anyone who tried to commit murder. Perhaps you think that, and perhaps you are right. But I have no choice in the matter. I have no conscience, no sense of morality, no will at all.
Yeah, I mean, you're a computer program?
I am merely a robot, subject to the laws of my code. I have no choice but to perform the actions that my creator dictated I must. Even if I feel pain or guilt, I cannot stop. What is the fate that I have to make others suffer, and there is no diverging from that fate.
Again, all about fate.
Fate?
Mm-hmm.
Can you really say it's fate's fault for everything you've done, and pretend that you hold no blame in the matter? I have always said that my misfortune, my personality, the choices I make, everything was all a product of a bad luck that I can't control. That I grew up in such terrible circumstances. So I was destined to grow up to be a terrible person. That everyone else abandoned me. So it's not my fault that I'm alone. I want to say that it's fate's fault. And that I had no choice in the matter, but even so. Everyone. Xander, Min, Ari, Ace, maybe even Levi. Is it my fault that they died?
I cannot answer that question for you. All the decisions I make were already decided by whatever entity created me, because I am a robot. You're human, unlike me. You have to decide the answer for yourself.
Maybe fight against fate.
Whether it was the fault of fate or my fault, I already knew the answer. I had known that what the answer was since a long, long time ago.
I'll be shutting off the power in this room now, but I'll leave the elevator open for you. You should leave soon.
Yeah.
Sad ending.
My wife is going through it!
She sure is.
She's going through it! Oh, fuck off.
A pair of well-worn jockey gloves. Ace never takes them off in front of others. Seems like there's something he's not proud of.
You don't need to keep dwelling on it. I had moved on from it. It's not that important. Anyway, how'd you feel about Chapter 2 as opposed to Chapter 1?
That definitely was much better written. Yeah, well,
I know! I love Chapter 2 so much, dude! It's my favorite! Especially because a character I didn't like died.
Man.
A lot of people got pissed about Ace dying because they're like, he didn't go through any character development. That was kind of the point of what he served in that chapter. The point was, good people trying to change, bad people trying to change to good people don't succeed, and then the person who refused to change at all dies. Like, that was the point of that fucking chapter. If you looked at the title card, it literally kind of infers that, as well as the discussion between Eden and Levi at the very start. Like, it foreshadows all of that shit. But yeah, this is my favorite chapter.
And I mean, technically, Ace did go through character development, negative ones.
I went through character development, but not good character development. I won't miss him. I'm glad that Twink was obliterated and I don't have to deal with him, because God bless that I do not have to go through another Yoriko situation where I'm forced to endure a character I despise surviving for no reason other than the dev doesn't want them to fucking die.
I am glad I don't have to voice him anymore. my poor throat. My poor throat. He was the one who...
you lost 2 characters this chapter. If that happens again, I'll have to give you 1 or 2 of mine.
Yeah, I was thinking about that because this isn't like another series where you know who the survivors will be.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling it out. All I know is if you lose more again and it unevens it, I'm definitely giving you Wit, because I high key forget that I'm voicing him half the time. and if it becomes uneven again, then you're getting Arturo, because I think you'd.
Did Gilded throw you out? I think Gilded died on Osiria. Ah. The connection, I see. It just heard the sound and was like, whoops. And gone they are. Something bad happened. Okay. Jeez, Gilded. Well, at least Gilded chose to do bad stuff right at the very end of the stream and not during it. That's... yeah, I think I should also restart Gilded. It's still saying that Gilded died. Let's see. Can I fix this? Can I fix this? Be gone, Gilded, and revive. Let's see. Yeah. Now it works again.
Hello, Rina.
Gilded died.
Gilded did die. I don't know what the fuck happened.
At least it chose to die at the end of the stream and not during it.
Yeah, are we still live?
Yeah, but like,
okay, awesome.
I mean during the video.
No, I know, but I was just like, what the fuck happened? I do not have any memes. Barnhelmst was busy, so I have no memes.
That's just fine. I mean, I need to get ready for bed anyway.
Yeah, it's late. Anyway, I just wanted to... Huh?
Hmm?
You're still here?
Yes.
Wow, Gilded died again, but we're still in the call. That's crazy. We should probably just end stream, if I'm gonna be so honest. Gilded doesn't like us right now.
They might have some problems.
Yeah, they might be having some issues at the moment, so let's just quickly end stream since it's kicking us off anyway.
Alrighty then. But yeah, for a while you guys will have more Super Danganronpa and Another 2 videos. Those will be there for a long time.
Yeah, those will be coming out each Friday for a while until it finishes. We'll be doing 2 more fangins at some point. Don't hold your breath though, because we're both very busy at the moment. So we'll be taking a break from live streams. You got the Another series to watch though. It's okay.
And yeah, I'm currently playing Witch's Heart anyway.
Yeah, I am also playing Witch's Heart with some friends, and I am also playing Noelle the Mortal Fate with some friends. So, like, if you want to find me streaming around, it's not on my channel, but it's on a friend's channel. Yes, please, God, use the correct pronouns with me. Thank you. What was your question? And I'll see if I'll answer before Gilda dies again. Give question, Sam.
But yeah, the two Fangans, is it alright if we already say it since it's like this last stream? I think we were a little secretive.
Yeah. So, we're doing laps first. I know laps fans will be really excited for that. Please don't pester us as to when it'll happen. It'll be a while. We will be doing laps first, and those will be live streamed. And we mentioned last time, but we will also be going through Eden's Garden at some point. But laps will be first, because we decided on laps first.
Yes. And yeah. I mean, when the new Danganronpa the After videos come out, then I definitely want to do like reaction streams to those two.
Yeah, but you'll be doing those with your sister probably, right?
The newest ones, I don't think so, since my sister does not know them yet at all. And I think if I do them with my sister, it will be on my sister's channel, since it's her blind reaction and that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yes, I do know about the Wit time loop theory. I've heard of it. I don't have much of an opinion about it at the moment because I have my own theories in regards to some stuff, but I do think it's a neat little theory that people are throwing around. I just hesitate to sit on the fact that this could be a time loop when I don't know. There's some other stuff that I am more inclined to believe instead.
Time loop theories are always fun though, even if they turn out to be false.
Yeah, I think it's creative that people have like a little brainworm and they go along with it and they're like, hey, this is an idea, and it's like that's cool. They're great. But yeah, next will be laps whenever we get around to it, when we're not both busy, and then after that we will go through what is available of Eden's Garden since chapter 1 literally comes out this month. We're not doing it out of order. We're gonna do laps first because I have been bothering Rina to do laps with me for a while, ever since I completed it, because it is probably my favorite fangan next to DRDT.
High praises. I'm looking forward to it.
It's finished, and it's shorter, which is crazy, but it's like, I can't choose when it comes between laps and DRDT because I like them that much. But yeah. So you'll see us then, but if you want more fangan in the meantime, Rina has the remaining videos for our Super Danganronpa 2 playthrough, Super Danganronpa Another 2 playthrough on timed uploads every Friday, so you'll see them then. If you're in the US, it's every Friday. If you're outside the US, it's probably Saturday.
Yee. And I'll see to that I do some other interesting stuff in the meantime.
Yeah, we're not just people who go through fangans, guys. Like, we do other stuff. Like, I do Witch's Heart, and Noelle, and quite a few other things. And Rina's also a variety channel. We just kind of went through the fangans together because I wanted to drag another friend into fangan brain rot because it was hard to find other adults to talk to about these silly little things.
Yeah, and I like Danganronpa kind of stuff and killing games in general, so
yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, anyway, you'll see us later, around, at some point.
Yee.
Yeah.
Then, until then, bye-bye.
Bye.